All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Market Prep. I hope you guys started having an amazing morning. Hope you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Good morning, Peter. How you doing today?
Hey, good morning, Carlos. I'm good. A little apprehensive this morning. I went for a run this morning. I have not been running consistently.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at me?
No, wait. You said you're a little apprehensive this morning. What happened? Did something get in your way? Something trip you over in your run? What took place?
I just went. So I haven't been running consistently, and I was doing the math late last night, and I'm less than 3 months away from my next race, and I'm like, I have not been running at all.
Oh,
And it's one of those here. Geez, I should have started a long time ago. But it's the exact same thing
yes.
when I did the marathon. I should have started a long time ago. But we're here now, so all you can do is move forward from this point. So
That's
that's
it.
why I'm like, oh, that was more painful than it should have been. And yeah, I'm in trouble, but it's all right. We got
Yep.
time. We'll work it out.
You can pull it off, man. I believe in you, Peter. You got this, man. All right, let's see if we believe in the SPY, though. The SPY right now, we're getting a nice little drop at the moment. So let's jump right to it, Peter. U.S. economic calendar. What do we have going on for today? What's driving the market lower?
Yeah, a couple of data points. Actually, you know what? And I had to reboot my PC a couple times. When your machine gets into that forced
Yeah.
obsolescence that Microsoft likes to do. It's a conspiracy. It's a purposeful thing, right? I mean,
Yes.
we like to call it a conspiracy, but the reality is it's engineered obsolescence, right? Like it's part of the design where there's no reason why a Windows device should start to run slower and slower over time, but it does because
Mm,
the update on updates pile up and it just starts
yeah.
to drive your PC, so to a worse and worse place. But in any event, my PC's getting to that point where it just starts crashing for no reason, and then you're like, I got to get a new one because it just doesn't.
I,
It
I, I,
upgrades.
I'm telling Peter, be ready. There's gonna be one day where my PC is
Yeah,
not gonna work. So I'm past the
I know.
updates. I'm to the point where
Yeah.
my PC here, Microsoft sent an email, hey, we're not updating your version anymore, and I haven't updated to the new version, which is Windows X or not X7, or I don't know what it is, but the other one has it. But once in a while, I get this black screen that says hit F1, and I'm just like, oh man, it's still working. Every day it works, but one day it's gonna tell me
I'm
you're
telling you.
done, buddy. It's coming.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, the so anyways, so I had to do all that this morning, so I didn't get my numbers updated as quickly as I had intended. But we did have the data that came out. PCE basically was the number this morning, but the GDP is the key one because the PC numbers came out pretty much on target, point 0.4 versus point 0.3, whatever. The GDP numbers, this is gross domestic product for the US for last quarter, Q4 of 2025. And a little bit of a problem there. Came out lower than anticipated. And that means that the U.S. economy is not firing as strongly as anticipated. So half of pretty much of the number, right? 1.4% versus a 2.8. And the market has reacted. Look, we did get a little bit of a drop. I mean, obviously nothing drastic here, but we're down a little bit when that GDP number came out. And that could, just reinforce some of the uncertainty that we have. Somebody was showing us yesterday into the close. One of our members brought up, I wish I had saved it actually, this uncertainty index. Global uncertainty index. And as much as Jared and I were punching holes in it, it was actually very interesting to see. According to that measure, again, I can't, support it or refute it, but it was showing that the uncertainty level is at all-time record highs and twice as high as it was during the COVID pandemic. So global uncertainty is very high, which makes sense to me if you look at what the market has been doing. We all know if you've been trading this market over the last couple of weeks, maybe I should say last couple of months, meaning all of this year, what have we done? The answer, nothing. Like really not. We actually hit all-time highs a couple of times over that period. But we've really been trending in this range, right? The market's been hanging here saying, I'm not ready to drop, but I can't justify really going higher. So we're stuck. Oh, Harvey's produced it again here. So the world, I can put it up on the screen that I'm sharing
Yep.
there, Carlos. Here it is. So this world uncertainty index, again, right or wrong, believe it or not, it's showing like just this record spike on global uncertainty, and it's fascinating to see that. But it makes sense in context of what the market has been doing. Why have we not been going anywhere? Well, that level of uncertainty, the money's not going to invest heavy. It's not pulling back from the markets, but it's not jumping in. So, guys, I think we're going to be stuck in this until something's got to change. Is what changes the midterms in the US? Potentially. That's a big thing that people are looking for, but that's still a ways away, right? Like we've got how long have we got? 8 months until that happens? Like it's not happening anytime soon. So, in the meantime, there's a lot of stuff that could happen. So, one way or the other, anyways, the markets are just sort of trending here sideways. Be careful in your trading. There is absolutely opportunity in the right moments. There's also a lot of danger and risk, because you could get chopped up if you get stuck in the wrong spot. And it could be easy to do, right? Because moves that you think, this is it, man, it's going to take off, this is the big move, will suddenly falter and then fall back into a range. We've seen that multiple times over the last couple of weeks. So, again, I still like these types of markets. They're actually good for me, but I know that I've got to be even more cautious than I normally am, right? So you momentum traders out of the off the open, you may not be liking this market quite as much. So caution, caution, caution. Anyways, so this all came from the economic data. Like I said, GDP was the big one that I think caused the market to drop a little bit here. At 9:45, we do have the S&P manufacturing and services PMI numbers. These are all the interim numbers that are coming out. Other than that, pretty quiet. It is a Friday, so we don't normally get huge economic data. I'm still waiting for like the messages from the White House, right? The White House has been really quiet, hasn't it, over the last, well, this year. I mean, really, we haven't got any of those big market moving announcements or tweets. I found that I don't know whether this is a new policy of theirs, it's just chance, or if they're, I don't know, but it's certainly different, right, than what we had seen, where they were not afraid to sort of tweet their mind on what was going on. It seems that hasn't been happening as much recently. So I don't know if that's good or not, because it definitely gave us some market moves, but it also created more uncertainty in the very short term, right? You could be in this great trending move and then suddenly, bam, you get hit going the other way. So in any event, we got what we got. Let's look at what's on the gappers list and see if we can find some opportunity from, what is moving.
Yep, absolutely, man. I did notice a lot of posts with the Iran situation, man. That we're moving a lot of ships down there, so that's it's heating up pretty aggressively. So I know the USS Gerard is on its way over there. So we'll see, man. When it gets quiet like this, it's intense.
Yeah.
So when it gets quiet, you're right, Peter. When it gets
before the
quiet,
storm, eh?
yeah, they're very quiet, but there's pieces moving. I mean, we'll see what happens. So, all right, friends. With all that, let's take a look at our calendar. Our gappers list, brought to you by TradingTerminal.com. This is probably one of the most manageable list I have seen in a long time. Right, not a whole lot, although the gap down list is growing a little bit now, but not a whole lot on both sides here. So again, just kind of back to your point, Peter. What is next? Market continues to be stuck in this range against the all-time highs and this 677. 50-ish, we'll call it, level. It was just kind of dancing back and forth there. So we'll see. But somehow, some way, we're finding stuff to trade. Not yesterday, though. Yesterday, no trades for me, man, on the live account. Just nothing. Peter, did you find anything later in the day for you or no?
No, I had a no trade day. Didn't end up taking anything.
Same here, man. It was one of those days. We don't have many of those, but yesterday was one of them. So hopefully today, not the case. Let's take a look here at ANPA. This morning, we are up a whopping 21%, 1.9 million shares traded. Excuse me, 1.9 million shares traded. You can see the dailies really all over the place here. As high as, look at this. I don't remember seeing this movement from $25 all the way up to 180. I don't think this thing hit our scanners. I don't recall the ticker. But look at that, and then dropping down here back to around 50, and today just really hitting the deck. Even lower than where they were before, back to 13. So, Peter, this just looks untradeable. It's gapping up. How's this gapping up? Looks down to me. How's the gap gapping? Oh, okay, I see, because it was down at 11 yesterday. All right, so it is gapping up, but this is dangerous, man. Float on this one, as you would suspect, 3.6 million shares flow, so very low. Peter, what's the news? And this one, again, just seems very wild to me.
Look, I feel like I'm trapped in a cartoon right now, reading this headline. I'm just going to read the headline because maybe you guys can make sense of this. This company is actually called Rich Sparkle Holdings. Yep, Rich Sparkle. The headline: Rich Sparkle shockingly announces gathering global top stars Cabby Lame and crazy little brother Yang to launch a new era of capitalization for 700 million fans. I have no idea what that means. I don't know what I just read. Who the heck is Cabby Lame and crazy little brother Yang? I must be totally out of the loop. I have no idea. Even reading the details of this, the article is written as, it's written in it's out of Hong Kong, so I assume these are Chinese characters because it says Cabby Lame, known as blah.
TikTok legend, man. Look, people know him. People know who this guy is, Cabby Lame.
Apparently, Cabby Lame has broken language barriers and cultural barriers with his iconic gesture, and they put in quotes this Chinese symbol with 3 symbols. It's a Chinese. I have no idea what that is. I don't even know how to. I'm not even sure what to do with that. Anyways, whatever. He's broken barriers with this. I have no clue. Yeah. No idea what we're talking about. Anyways, apparently it's enough to move the stock. It was up, as you can see. It's gapping higher. Is this a thing we can trade? I don't know, man. 1.9 million shares. I look at the price action. I don't know where it is. Apparently we missed out on it, Carlos, because in January this thing moved from $20 to $175. We never once talked about this, so I don't know. So apparently Rich Sparkle is going to take advantage of that and has signed Cabby Lame to do what? I don't know.
Cabby Lame. Well, I don't know. Speaking of trends, man, I was the Grammys. So you guys know I've been rooting for Golden to win, and it didn't win, Peter.
Oh,
you remember this? Like the best song of the year, it didn't get the best song of the year. Some other random person. Well, not random. She's Billie Eilish. I know who she is. She won. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Sure
like
Billie
Golden
Eilish is random, but
no, not random. Yeah, but compared to Golden, like this was the best song the whole entire year. So I lost my hope. I never had hopes on the Grammys to begin with, but I lost my hope on people actually first place actually winning. You know, like it's a scam. It's rigged. Definitely rigged. So. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Are you?
I'm salty.
So
yes.
You're shocked that the Hollywood-based award ceremonies that celebrate themselves are rigged?
Well, I knew they were rigged, but you can't be this rigged that it's so clearly, obviously, this thing was on the first peak for like 34 weeks. I mean, that's just blatant, right? Like, come on, we know it's rigged, but don't be so bad at it. But it is what it is. But yeah.
If you ever want to watch a good acceptance speech, watch Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld has the best one ever where he accepted an award and he gets up there and he says, what am I doing here? This award is the opposite of what we all said we wanted to do as comedians. They're all BS and the award is crap. Thank you for giving it to me. Like it's one of these where he basically eviscerates the ceremony that he's at. I'm like, wow, that's bold.
There's a few people that have done that. I'm sure he's not gonna get invited again, but he's not wrong. It's BS.
He's not wrong.
All right.
Anyways,
let's look at silver friends on deck this morning.
Carlos.
You know what? I forgot to rant about that when it happened. But I didn't watch. I don't know who the hell goes to watch the Grammys. I mean, it's the dumbest thing ever. Watch people. I don't know why they still do this. But I saw the highlights. You know, to see the highlight, all the winners, whatever. And when I saw that that didn't win,
Yeah.
I was just like, I was in shock, and as many people were probably. All right, let's look at the next one here, guys. Silver this morning up 2.9, 554,000 shares traded. Has the bleeding stopped on silver? Is this a pullback, Peter? Are we buying in for the run up to 110 again? What is the situation here?
No, like this is just part of the gyrations of silver as it's going on its merry way. So, look, it's on the list, it's off the list right now. So, it's just popping in and off as it goes over and below that 2% mark. It's not silver's a for the moment, I think it's calmed down, right? It had its big rise, it had a meteoric rise, it had its drop, it's found a new level, and then we're going to get used to it, right? We're going to get used to silver at these prices and gold, frankly, and think that this is normal, forgetting the fact that this is, all-time high range or was at the beginning of this year, and then we'll just accept this is the price and it'll drop below it at some point. Everybody like, the sky is falling, not realizing a year ago we'd never seen this price in the history of, the world, and it'll go higher and everybody's like, the good times are back. We've like, it's all the same game over and over again. So, but that's okay. We can trade that. We can take advantage of it. But for the time being, yeah, silver's taking a deep breath and just sort of trundling on its way here sideways.
All right. Yep. Nice to see here.
Nothing to see
At the
here.
moment. Yep. All right. Let's continue, friends. Gap up list, not a whole lot. Apploving, and let me sure I got this right. I think it's yes, Apploving.
Oh yeah.
On deck this morning, up 2.8, 334,000 shares traded. Again, even we've seen this with even more volume and even in big news, earnings or something, and it doesn't trade very well. It's kind of like those stocks that just don't get a whole lot of movement. And we saw some of those yesterday, right? We saw CPNG, which again had tons of volume and did almost nothing. It was very bland for the market open. We had another one. Was it Walmart? I forget. There's a few of them that just did not trade very well. This is one of those that we're very familiar with, but again, does not day trade very well. Peter, what's the news on it this morning?
Rumors of them working. Well, it's probably more than rumors, but right now it's unconfirmed by both companies. But some insiders states that they are actively working with OpenAI and ChatGPT to monetize advertising revenue on the platform. And of course, that's good news because we all know how much presence it's got, and it's sort of like mentioning that you've got a partnership with Nvidia, right? If you've got a partnership with ChatGPT or OpenAI, your stock gets a little bit of a bump. So that's what's happening here. I sort of like this. I like that type of news. It's a little tentative as to whether it's going to continue or not. We only have 300,000 shares. I would be hoping for a little more enthusiasm on that basis. But so the fact that the volume is pretty low, I'm going to watch it. But if by, in the next 30 minutes, which would put us 10 minutes before the open, it doesn't jump up to closer to 1 million shares, I'll dump it.
Yeah. Yep, makes sense. How's the spread on this one? It's a decent
Right now,
at the
it's
market open.
pretty high.
Yeah,
About $1.50, $2. So
yeah, yeah. All right. And that covers the gap up, Peter. Not a whole lot going on here. Anything that moving up this morning that you might like?
last night we had earnings. Only one that we were watching, which was Opendoor Technologies. And they beat their numbers. They gave a very cautious outlook. However, the stock still, moved higher. You can see the big pop higher after the close yesterday, and it's pretty much held it. So far this morning hasn't really done much. Dropped a little bit, but that's just giving back some of the gains overnight. Might be worth watching. I mean, we show 7.3 million shares traded. Most of that was, of course, last night, not here this morning, but at least I don't see the volume here this morning. Again, another one that I'll put on my list. While it has the volume, I want to see the activity ramp up a little bit. So, it's a $5 stock, which is a little odd. It's quite low priced. So, I'll keep an eye on this, but I'm cautiously optimistic it might give some trading opportunity today.
Yeah, yeah, probably a secondary one if anything. Um, All right, let's see what's happening now. We got a lot more here, and this list growing a little bit since we started the show earlier today. Let's take a look at GRAL. Is the ticker name here, Grail. Name sounds familiar, but I can't quite remember it. But here it is. We are down 50%, friends. So really, really a big drop into this. Actually, last night and into this market open. Last night, you could see the drop here, just again massive at 101 down to again $51, right? So 50% drop today. 1.2 million shares traded so far. Normally on the daily, if you look here, you don't get a whole lot of volume, but I think today's gonna be one of those days where they're gonna get tons of volume. They already have as much volume as they do on a regular day, and as more than the average on a regular day here. So 1.2 million. But we've seen these stocks drop like this in the pre-market, then market open. Sometimes they don't do anything, right? Because such the big move that took place last night. So could be that type of situation, Peter. Clearly, someone here is getting fired. Who's that person?
Yeah, I have this image in my head of how their press conference went, where everybody's like, "So, what's the news?" And Grail, this is a diagnostic research company, where they were there. Well, we beat our numbers in quarter, and everybody's yeah, yeah, and our we expect to have a good quarter. Everybody's like yeah, and we've got a drug that's gone to the FDA for approval, and they said they're going to review it within the next month, and everybody's like yeah, and our cash burn is lower, and everybody's like, okay, this is great. Oh, by the way, one of our drug trials missed its primary endpoint and is not doing so well. And everybody's like, oh man, sell. There you go, bam. So they had like four pieces of good news they tried to preamble, and it didn't work. So yeah, Grail tanked
Yeah.
severely because all people care about is whether you're cancer. So this is a cancer drug too, stage 4, which is very late. Sorry, this is
Yeah, it's very
stage
the
4.
trial. Oh, stage
Yeah,
four
stage 4
cancer. Yeah.
cancer is
Oof.
what they're
Yeah.
treating. I
Mm.
don't know what phase this trial was in, but it was a late phase trial.
Yeah.
Anyways, the fact that it missed its endpoint just means everybody was disappointed. So they have not cured cancer, bottom line. And yeah, the stock is down half of what it closed at yesterday. So
Oof,
look,
rough.
despite all of that news, this is not the type of thing we normally trade. If you want a big risky stock, being down 50%, this could go anywhere. It could drop another 50%, be it $25 by the end of the day, or it could be back up to 100 for all I know, right? Like unlikely, by the way, on that latter one, but it's got 1.2 million shares. It's not very active right now. It's actually pretty quiet. The volume is pretty low here. So I it just doesn't feel like one that's going to continue to be active, but it's got that playability if you're interested.
Yeah, yeah. I want to watch it. I want to see if it's gonna go any lower. But again, we've seen these so many times in the past where they just don't go further down, or they just try to figure out what's next, right? They just go sideways and try to figure out what to deal with. So, GRAL. We'll put it on here in the secondary list just to come back and see how that's looking a little bit later. WTTR, it's on deck. Select Water Solution. It is down 9.3. Very messy pre-market action. I mean, this is just all over the place. Daily as well. Got a couple of moves up higher here into 15, 15, 15, and back down. I mean, this just looks messy. I want no parts of this, Peter. So not sure what's happening with it, but I don't like it.
Yeah. And garbage it. Yeah, put it in the truck. Secondary offering. They've issued $175 million worth of new stock at $12.75. So that is, that represents about 13.7 million Class A shares. And, that's another 15% to their float. So that's what's bringing it down.
All right. Continuing here, moving down to the next one. AKAM. What do we have? AKAM down 7.2, 550,000 shares traded. Another one that doesn't look great. The float on this one is 140 million. So higher float. I'm not sure. Volume seems very light. But Peter, maybe the news can persuade us to watch this one today. What's the news on it?
It was earnings yesterday. It wasn't. Akamai is not one of my favorite sort of software services companies. Basically, they had to take a larger restructuring charge than they anticipated. They had some workforce reductions, which itself is not good, right? That you're laying people off. And they had to take about $55 million worth of restructuring charges, which was over what they had anticipated. So I don't love it. Its volume typically is low. This one pops up, a bit, Carlos. We see it. I've never found an opportunity to trade it that made sense. So, it should be. It's in the right range. The volume's a little low on a daily basis, but it just doesn't. It somehow just doesn't get the attention or momentum it needs to give good trading opportunities, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you on that one, man. We'll skip to the next one here. It's going to be FJet. So FJet this morning, Starfighter Space.
Yeah, remember these guys?
We talked about them. I can't remember what they actually do. This is a private company that bought like jets to fly people around or something.
Well, they bought all the old private, jets from NASA
Yeah,
when NASA was selling
right.
off their inventory, and still not quite sure what they're doing with them. They
Yeah.
do pilot training. Apparently, I guess they do like test missions of things. Anyways, they call themselves America's real Top Gun. So,
So cringe, like the kids
oh
say now.
man,
So
it's
cringed.
Starfighters Space.
This is so
Anyways, it's
1990s, man. The webs, even this looks like 1990s movie. Like, come on, what is
I'm
this?
telling you,
Oh,
it's yeah. Anyways, yeah, it feels like a big old, a bunch of bros that said, you know what we're gonna do? Anyways,
too much
they,
time and money on these guys' hands right here. Too much
yeah.
time and money.
So they had a press release, or they had a press release, I guess, issued yesterday saying that they completed their wind tunnel testing for its Star Launch 1 suborbital vehicle and has begun procuring, anyways, the next the what they need for their next phase of testing. Clearly, the market is not impressed. So yeah, look at they're drawn out. Here's how we're gonna
This is
fly.
pretty nice. I mean, I would love to do this. 350 knots, 600 in 2 minutes at 36,000 feet,
Yeah, there
33,000
you
feet.
go.
Yeah, that's intense.
Whoopee.
And then
Yeah, but I
back
mean,
down.
do you get a $500 million business out of that? I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah. No.
Anyways, the market's not impressed. Their price is dropping. This is fun to talk about, not fun to trade. I don't think we've even really watched it. I don't, what is their volume? Their volume's like 1.5 million shares a day. So thank you, but no, I'm moving on.
Yeah, no, this is the suspect. Let's move on to the next one, friends. It's going to be Owl. OWL. Owl is a Blue Owl Capital is on deck this morning, down 1.7, 265,000 shares traded. Daily has been taking a hit over the last couple of weeks and even longer than that, going back to, wow, look at that, February of last year. 26 bucks now, hanging out at 11. So, better volume in the last couple of weeks. You can see it here into February. Some much better as far as volume goes. Intraday. Let's see what it did yesterday. I mean, yesterday did something here. Never heard of these guys. The float is actually pretty good. 623 million is what I'm showing here. Peter, what's the news on it? Maybe that can give us some insights whether to watch this or not.
Yeah, this is Blue Owl Capital, an asset management company. Look, when you're running sort of a financial management, asset management firm, there's nothing that terrifies people more than when you restrict redemptions, right? So last year they got hit with a whole slate of redemptions people wanted out, and they basically restricted their ability to get out. And whenever they do that, it's usually because they don't have the cash. They can't redeem it without affecting their invested assets, and it's going to cause problems. So they restricted redemptions, and that caused more panics. Selling requests, which of course were denied based on the restrictions. They did announce that they have secured about $1.4 billion worth of capital. They're basically selling some loans to be able to raise the capital so that they can honor redemptions. So they're fixing the problem, but the redemptions mean it's going to reduce the size of the capital asset fund. So the stock is, it makes sense. It's dropping today. I don't think this is a tradable activity.
Yeah, horrible. Wow, guys, this list is not really producing stuff that we like so far. Let's continue. Got a couple of more here. We got CoreWeave at the bottom there. That could be good. And then we got Baba as well. We'll see how those two look. But before we get to those two, I got LYB, and I'm not gonna spend no time on this. What is this? This is just brutal. What is this garbage? Peter, we're not getting any luck today, so.
I mean, I'm sure anybody that runs LyondellBasell Industries will take exception to you calling it garbage, but it's a specialty chemical company that cut their dividend. So anyways, that's it. They cut their dividend. We don't care.
Yeah. And a good point, man. We definitely don't want to hurt your feelings if you work for this company. We're just talking about the way it trades. So when we call a company garbage,
the way it trades.
The way it trades, right? You could be working for this company for the last 20 years. It could be the best time of your life there. We don't know that. But for trading, that's a whole different story. Yeah. All right. Let's last one here. Let's look at Baba, and then we'll hop around, Peter. If anything else that you like, maybe some of our usual suspects that are not on deck this morning look better. Here's Baba. It is down 2.1, 334,000 shares traded. Did get a nice little move over the last couple of days into 178. And since then has been dropping, and now back to this area where we had prior support. So a lot of back and forth here. So it could be a hit or miss. I do like the gap down on it. It really has not been trading all that well. At least I have not been watching it long enough. But I think today I got the space to even put it on a secondary. So today you can go right in here on a secondary. And again, I don't think there's anything going on, Peter, as far as news. Just a small gap down with some little volume here.
Yeah, it's really not much going on. Again, continued concern for the Chinese economy is abound. Every once in a while, we'll get like a good news note out of China, and people are like, well, maybe it's getting better. But overall, frankly, it's not good, and you can tell based on how little formal news actually comes out of China. They are, they're very active when things are going well, very quiet when things aren't. So that's typically what we expect. And notice you haven't heard much out of China, right, in the last little while. Quarterly reports, government, announcing GDP growth or new investment, nothing. So the fact that they've been quiet is a bad sign. So yeah, and frankly, we should all care a little bit about how China's economy is going, because if it's not going well, that's a sign of where the world is going, right? Because of course we all know where a lot of the manufacturing sits, and so they've been busy disappearing their generals. I don't know that that's anything new. That's yeah. That's
have a thing.
Regime.
That's a thing over there. I mean, people just disappear. They
got like right at the
like
moment,
a Boeing type program. they got a Boeing type program.
I always think it's like if you want to be a military like a military leader in China, Russia. There's a number of other places, a lot of South America and a lot of countries, or Africa for that matter. That's a high risk reward post, isn't it? Being a general, I'm sure, comes with a lot of perks. You get your own like little personal army, you get support staff, you get funding, you can make money out of it. But your chances of like surviving to returement, relatively low. Relatively low.
So, I can see that. Enjoy what you can.
But burn bright, young man.
Yeah.
Or woman, but it's usually dudes. Anyway.
So I speaking of this, you saw was North Korea, like his daughter's taking over. I guess he doesn't have a son. King Sung, whatever his name is, Jew, whatever his name is. He doesn't have a son, so his daughter's like 13. Yeah, she's like 13. She's gonna be like the next leader there. That's interesting.
Okay.
So imagine she decides, I don't want to run the country like this. I want to open it up and do other things. That'll be interesting. But yeah, she's up next.
Well,
we'll see how
we'll see.
We'll see how that rolls. Maybe you never know. Maybe she say, I don't agree with all these older people. My granddad, grandfather, whatever. Changes things around. Who knows? Peter, not much coming off
Yeah.
this list. Let's look at CoreWeave. CoreWeave's the other one that's on here. Here's CoreWeave down 2%. Again, doesn't really look great, guys. It's just down a little bit, and I don't see much happening on this daily. And we're probably going to see a lot of the stocks. I got the stuff from yesterday here. I got Tesla. I got Nvidia. We even have Carvana that we looked at yesterday, which, again, the spread on this was unreasonable. Yes, I've never seen it so bad. They're all just slightly down, so I don't think Corey's got anything going on his own, Peter, unless you correct me here. But it's just everything's just slightly lower this morning, not really on any news. So, anything you like between CoreWeave and anything else that might not be on this list?
Yeah, like you said, everything's gapping down. All my favorites, right? Tesla, all the semis, even Apple is gapping down. Normally, Apple's always go in the opposite direction of the market. It can't resist the drag today as it's also gapping down. Interesting, Amazon and Google are the only two of the Magnificent Seven that are green. Not impressively green, but they are green. So we'll give them that. But I like the semis. Nvidia, I actually liked the way Nvidia moved yesterday. It just didn't quite give me the setups I was looking for. So while I had no trades on it, I was watching it intently and didn't quite give me what I was looking for. AMD had some interesting news today that they are they're backing a $300 million loan for one of the startups that they've been supporting called Crusoe, which is building AI data centers. So they are backing it because they were having trouble, I guess, getting bank guarantees. So that prompted Goldman Sachs to give them a big loan at a favorable interest rate. So, it's always good when you get a big company like AMD backing it. It's sort of like the rich granddad coming in, and you're like, all right, I give the kid a loan, because if they default, granddad's going to pay for it. So we'll see what happens. It's I don't know if that's going to mean movement necessarily for AMD today, but it's just was intriguing. And of course, yeah, James is saying it's so they can buy AMD chips. Well, yeah, obviously, of course, it's the self-licking ice cream cone, right? Yeah, AMD, Nvidia. They've all been, funding a lot of the startups, of course, that in turn will buy their chips with money loaned from the banks. So at the end of the day, they're largely trying to make, the banks accountable for loaning money to buy the things that they hope there's a market for that doesn't provide them a downside, which is interesting that AMD is stepping in and backing this loan, right? Which means they're taking on some risk that they previously weren't willing to do. So,
Yeah,
but we'll see what
it's
happens.
it's
Other
this
than what we talked
recycling
about,
they're doing,
Carlos.
right? They're doing this recycling, like AMD buys
Yeah, yeah,
the chips with Intel, and then OpenAI is like, okay, what's going on here?
yeah,
Yep,
yeah. It's
yep,
it's again, it's a fascinating little cycle. As said, at one point the music's got to stop, and
yep.
which means that of course this continued sideways movement of the market is dangerous territory because it may not be grand economic shifts or massive geopolitical activities that cause this market to start to drop. It could just be continued sideways motion and continued erosion uh, confidence. Like I picture. Have you ever seen the mudslides or landslides where the ground just slowly erodes, right? Just a little bit of a time, and nothing moves until finally the entire side of the mountain collapses, right? That's what the market feels like to me right now, right? We're just seeing little erosion. People, I'm not sure, I'm not confident. Little bits of dirt falling off here, and either we'll shore it up, someone will come in and concrete the thing, and and we'll be fine, or the houses are sliding off the side of the hill. So we'll see what happens. So all we can do is watch and wait. So
Yeah, 100%. Um,
yeah.
all right, man, I'm probably gonna fill this list up with the usual suspect. But before we do that, let's go to our friends over on our chat room, on X, on YouTube. What do you guys like this morning? What's on deck for you? Maybe we can get some stuff here. So let's take a look here. What we have, PLTR is being mentioned. Let's take a look at PLTR. PLTR is a good one to keep on deck. It can trade very well. This morning, again, not like I mentioned, not a lot of stuff doing anything on its own. If you look at Tesla, and PLTR look exactly the same. Nvidia, same. They all got the same drop from the market here, a little recovery. At least right now for the pre-market session, they all look pretty much the same. Look at that Tesla. Look at PLTR. It's just the same thing here. MU. I mean, it's just overlapping perfectly. So yeah, there's not a whole lot out there doing its own thing. So PLTR, but I do like PLTR. So I will put this on here. So PLTR is good. What else, friends? Open. Let's take a look at Open today. Open. Oh, Open's got. Did you mention this one, Peter? Open, right? The low price stock gapping up. I think you talked about this yet earlier.
Did I open? Oh yeah, we did talk about this
Yeah,
earlier
we did talk
because
about. Yeah,
they had earnings after the close and beat their numbers, so they gapped significantly higher. It's one of the favorites I like
yeah.
today. It looks good. I don't like that it's a $5 stock. I
I
have to admit, I
know.
wish it was a $50 stock. That would be
Yeah.
better. But
Shit. I mean,
anyways, it is what it is.
we'll take 25 even, but five is it's just I don't know, something about these lower price stocks you gotta be careful with, right? So it is in play today. 8.6 million shares traded. We have shares for short on it. What's the float on this, by the way? Tons of shares for short with Interactive
Open?
Brokers actually.
Oh, it's pretty
And
high.
yeah, what's the float on it? That's curious.
The float on it is like 800 million shares.
100
So
million. Okay, so it's massive. All right, so we have it here. Let's see what happens. But why open is hard to borrow? No, it's not hard to borrow. I don't think so, man. Look at with Interactive Brokers.
well,
Look how much shares we have. We have 10 million. I think they're not even counting. At some point, just stop counting. I mean, who knows how much they have? 10
yeah,
million. That's a lot.
they're just like
We're not gonna.
yeah, they
Yeah,
just round it up. We're good.
yeah.
We got
In
lots.
fact, let's keep track. 10 million is the most I've seen that I can actually remember. Let's see if we ever see anything higher than that. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna be a problem. Now with Interactive Brokers, with your broker, your broker might not have shares for sure, which I highly doubt. With such a massive flow, you should not have a problem, and no broker should have a problem finding shares to short on this one. And if they do, then you gotta question, are you with the right broker? Because that's not good. All right, so Open is on deck. We have it here. What else, friends? Good morning to you. NEM. NEM down 2%, 398,000 shares traded. We've seen this one before many times. I personally do not like the way this thing day trades. I'd rather just look at a Tesla or an Nvidia, some of our usual suspect, instead of this one. But if you like it, put it on the list, Neo. I'm not a big fan. And we watched it before. It gets very light volume on the daily. And I expect the same thing to happen today, right? I don't see anything blockbuster on there. I could be wrong, but I'm going to take my chances elsewhere. Open, we do have Apploving. Yeah, we talked about this one before. It's a tough one. It is in play today, and we got the space to watch it. I could put it in a secondary. There's not a whole lot on this list, and let's see if it can prove us wrong. But I find this one difficult to trade. Careful with the spread, though. Right now, it's looking pretty good. 50 cents for a $400 stock is not bad. Might be a little bit higher because you don't got you got zero here, right? So when you have a zero there, it just changed. When you have zero, really got to look at the next number, which was 50 cents higher. But for a $400 stock, that's not bad. Clearly today they got some nice pre-market activity and good volume. Well, starting to get good volume here. Hopefully that can trade very well. Let's do two more, and then we head over to community events and announcements. AVGO, again, slightly lower. Similar pattern that we're seeing across the board in many of the stocks that are not really in play on their own. So similar situation that we're seeing in Nvidia and others. Let's take a look at Google. Anything special going on here? Not really. Yeah, man. It's gonna be a scanner type day today. Usual suspect in the scanner type day. So pick your favorites. That could be Amazon. That could be Google. Pick the favorite stuff you want to look at. I'm gonna look at PLTR. I'm gonna look at Open. Of course, we'll look at Tesla. One of my favorite tickers to have on deck. And then I'll have AMD and Nvidia. Really, I mean, just usual suspects list looks like what it's going to carry the morning watch list today. All right, let's head over to bearbetrades.com, friends. Head over to webinars and you can see what's happening there for the next 2 weeks. Today is Friday, rainy, cloudy Friday over here, Peter. I'm not sure what's going on over there, but we still got snow hanging around. So I think today we're gonna get a lot of that gone with the rain that's falling here.
no, it's just about normal. It's normal, comfortable cold, -9, which is about what 5 degrees or 10 degrees, something like that Fahrenheit for you weird Fahrenheit users. But anyways, it's yeah, it's and it looks clear. Well, it's overcast, but it's winter, so that's normal. In any event, yeah, let's go to our community events, and not a lot happening from a formal community activity. This meeting, this bootcamp prep meeting, I think is actually happening. Mike, you can comment on this. I see you scheduled this next week on like Monday, or is it happening today? Maybe you can let me know if that's happening for anybody that's signed up for our boot camp. Our next P Capital boot camp will be starting in May, so you got a little bit of time, but it's never too early to get going on. There you go. So I was right. Yeah, I saw it. It's on Monday. So on the website, it still says today, but it's on Monday. If you've already signed up for the camp, you will have an invite. You should know when this meeting is. But just as a notice, it's good to get started. You can get started on your material anytime and get prepped. Our current boot camp is just about halfway done. It's going to go through for another 6 weeks or so, and then we get to get started on the next one. In our community, I do want to give a shout out to one of our community members who unfortunately had a terrible accident. So Mary, if you're out there, Mary, I want you to know we're thinking about you. We saw you sent us a note and said that unfortunately took a bad fall. Has to go for surgery tomorrow to because of that fall. So good Lord, that's hate to hear that, but hopefully you're doing okay. That's got to be a lot of pain if you're sitting there just waiting for your surgery tomorrow. So hopefully you're doing okay, and the surgery all goes well, and you will be back up dancing up a storm next week and back trading with us. So I would advise don't trade today. Even if you're listening to us right now and watching the markets, probably not a good time to trade. You're not going to be in the best frame of mind for that. So get well soon, Mary. Hopefully everything's going well. Srini, you're asking about the boot camp. You didn't hear it. I was just mentioning for anybody that signed up for the next boot camp. We normally have an intro session that helps you prep for the boot camp on Fridays. It's been rescheduled to Monday. Again, if you're signed up for it, you should have an email from Mike that's giving you the details on that. So it is not happening today on at noon. It's happening on Monday. All right. If you want to sign up for the P Capital Boot Camp, you just go to pcapitaltrading.com and you can get all the information there. If you got questions about the boot camp, what it means, let us know. We've done our best to give you all the thorough information. It's basically an intensive 3-month training program to help you accelerate your trading journey. So go to peakcapitaltrading.com. If you want to join us here in the community, be part of the conversation all day, not just while we're live on YouTube, then go to bearbulltraders.com and you can go down to the bottom, see the different options. It looks like, Carlos, we're still in love, and I like it. So
Yes, we
our
are.
Valentine's Day sale still happening here. So if you want to take advantage of that, it is a fantastic deal. You get 50% off the Elite annual price. It's a pay one time. You get 1 year access, plus you get a free funded trading account. That funded account means that you can sort of trade using our custom platform at tradingterminal.com and take advantage of that. And if you make money over the course of the funded account period and follow the rules, which aren't that onerous, just take a couple of trades a day on average and make sure that you're in and out in the same day type stuff, and you could actually make money off the deal. We'll pay you for the simulated gains that you have at the end of the deal. You don't have to win every trade. You just have to win overall, and we'll actually pay you out. And if you go to tradingterminal.com, you can actually see a list of all the people that have been paid out. There's been a ton of them. So lots of people have taken advantage of that and have been able to get paid out. And that's awesome. That's what we want to see, because there you go. Actually, it's right there. You can see a partial list of some of the people that have got payouts. So it's real money. And look, not everybody makes the $12,000, which I think is the max. But some people are
10.
only
I
up
think
2 grand.
I think it's 10. 10.
Is it 10? Okay, so
Yeah.
10. Well, look here, Connor
Still.
got paid 11,000 right there, 300, and so anyways, so whatever it is. Anyways, look, you can see people end with their account at different levels. They're trading
Mm-hmm.
smart, they're trading maturely. That's excellent. Even Chris at $196. Cool. Well, happy to pay that, because it's about trading maturity. And if you can do it consistently over time, that sets you up for the long term. So that's what we're looking for. Anyways, so take advantage of that. So we got all the tools you need, right? You want a community? Go to bearbulltraders.com. You want information on the markets or live trading tools? Go to tradingterminal.com. And if you want intensive training, you go to peakcapitaltrading.com. There you go. So we got it all. Peakcapital.com. Sorry. What the heck? Carlos,
E
did you get a new
capital
chair?
trading?
What's happening?
No. No, why?
Oh, Alex is making up more stuff again.
No, no.
These guys.
I gotta go get a new chair.
These guys are
Let's gotta
delivering
just
you a
do it.
chair. Apparently, look at that's a
Yeah.
freaky Carlos face. That is not. Do you see that AI
I
generated
see that.
picture?
But you
Call it
know,
up there. You know
I
what's good
will.
about it? AI is getting smarter than you think, right? It's the little things that I like. So I don't like it's hasn't that's not really your face. It's close, but it's not really your face. But if you can
Let's
bring it,
bring it up
what's
here.
great is if you look at the back corner on the look at the bottom left, the bottom right, sorry, that's your old chair. It actually has the red on it. That's
Yes.
your old chair sitting
Yeah,
there.
that is the
So
old chair.
so
Yeah.
that's interesting that they just that little detail that
And
they put
look
in
at
there.
the
So
detail on the headphones, right? They know.
I
I mean,
know
that is
it's got your headphones.
that's impressive,
What
man. I gotta tell
do
you.
you do you collect Funko Pops? What's with the Funko Pops in the
I
background?
don't know how they got that. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
that's just
yeah.
random.
It's just
All
random.
right.
Yep, yep.
I hope never to see your face actually looking like that because you look stoned. I'm
Yeah, I
just
look
that
crazy.
looks
I like
that's
the
not.
AI hasn't figured out the eyes yet. Like when you look at AI videos, you could tell something's really fake. They're just like you're not looking at the other person. Look at this guy's just staring at the directly at the box. Like, really? And I'm just
I
looking
know,
at God, I
and
guess.
look
I'm
how
just
they're
looking
holding it. Like
like
nobody could actually hold a box like that. Like
yeah,
the
not
leverage is all
unless it's
wrong.
empty. Yeah, yeah,
It's not.
exactly.
That doesn't work.
But this
You
is
know. So,
great.
so those
We're
little
getting there.
things, we're getting
We're
there.
getting
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
See,
Anyways, all right.
if I change my chair and I start losing money, I don't think I'm gonna be happy. So well, I'm
Yeah.
not changing anything. But no, I do gotta get a new chair. It's time. It's definitely time.
You know what? I'm just gonna send you a red Sharpie so you can color in the parts where the
I haven't
vinyls
have
peeled
I have
off.
one. I should try that.
There
Yeah,
you go.
because
Yeah, just
shit,
color it
yeah,
in. Pretend like it's
just
a
color
brand
it.
new chair. Yeah.
That's exactly
Anyways.
it.
All right. Enough
All
about your
right,
chair.
friends.
Let's
Enough about the chair. Love the picture, Alex. Thank you. Let's get some levels in place here, friends, as we again prepare for this market open. A lot of my watch list, guys. There's only two things. One thing that's really in play here is probably open. The rest, PLTR, Tesla, AMD, and Nvidia are all usual suspect. There's not anything special going on with those at the moment. They're slightly down because they're just following the market. So we might have another weird day today. Could be a little bit difficult. Let's do some quick levels in here, guys. PLTR low of the pre-market. That's all you probably need to set right now at 132. 132.58 is being set right now as we're talking, and after that you're surrounded by the highs and lows of the last two trading days. High of the pre-market by yesterday's high. I don't think you need to add anything else here on PLTR. Maybe just this low here because a lot happening there in case we do lose some of these levels. So PLTR pretty easy on that one. Open is the one that's really in play this morning, gapping up with some good volume, 9.4. High of the pre-market 560, low of the pre-market 524. The only thing we don't like about this one, both Peter and I, is the price, how low it is. 497 towards the bottom in case we do drop, and then in case we go higher. The big level is this one. I mean, look how nice that level is, 623, a lot going on there. But right in the middle here, we got a minor area support resistance. 588 will be a good one there. Let's take a look at Tesla. Again, we're going to be stuck here between the highs and lows as well. So I'm just really going to go through these very quickly. Just mark the low of the pre-market. I think the low and the high, and then you're stuck within the ranges. I don't think you really need to do anything else. Low of the pre-market 408. 33, the high is 413.29. Once you do that, you're set, surrounded by tons of levels. I think AMD and Nvidia are all going to fall in that same situation. So we'll just do the same thing I did for AMD and Nvidia. They're also stuck within this range, right? I want to give time to go over what our team is watching, Peter, and then we'll hand it off to Brian and Andrew, trading live in the chat.
Indeed, and they both have their lists in. Andrew's going to be watching PLTR, Silver, SLV, Tesla, and AMD. Brian's got his eyes on Tesla, Nvidia, AMD, PLTR, and Silver. So very similar lists here. I'm actually watching a lot of the same, not Silver, but I will be watching some of what they mentioned. Also keep an eye on Open and Apple, just because Apple's been active over the last little while. Brendan's going to be watching Tesla, AMD, Nvidia, and Apple. Eamon's looking at Silver for a long, and Microsoft and CVX for a short. We did talk about CVX the other day, but I don't know, not one of my favorites to move. Mike's got Apple and Tesla on his list. Thor is going to be watching Apple, Microsoft, and Tesla. And of course, you've got Carlos's list at the bottom. Whatever you do, trade smart. Like we said, this is a sideways trending market. So you got to be a little cautious, right? We know that we're not, or at least we haven't been getting the big moves at the open. So, if you find them, go for them. If you don't be afraid to just sit back and wait for your moment. So trade smart as Carlos. Well, Carlos, what do you always say on Fridays?
Friends, very safe today. Do not be a hero. And you want to go into your weekend having your breakfast knowing that you follow your rules and you trade it well because you have 2 days to sit on that and not be able to come back and make it up. So
There you go.
Fridays are important. They really are. All right, friends. We'll leave you with Brian and Andrew in chat. We'll continue here on X and YouTube. You guys have a great trading day in the chat room. All right,
Take care, everybody. Trade smart.
Very good, very good. I'm going to go ahead and switch things off here. Switch over to our charts. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Yeah, today, I don't know, man. Today's one of those days where I don't feel the warm and fuzzy. It's been
No?
I don't, man. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that we can get some good trading out of the stuff we have, but man. Yeah, Simon, don't be a hero. I mean, Peter, you have a great saying too. You know, you can make up the week. What is it? You can't make up the week in one trade, but you could blow the week. I forgot. It's a saying you have about that you can't recover in one trade, but you can blow it up in a couple of trades. I forgot. It was a great saying. You said it one time. I was like, oh, that's really nice.
I'm not sure what I say, but I'm sure it was very deep. Very.
It was deep. It's definitely deep.
It was deep. I'm sure it was. Yeah, of course it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, you absolutely, you got to be careful because you can certainly, you can ruin things faster than you can build them. It's like,
yes, yeah.
You could strike out in one swing, but to get on base, you got to get on base consistently and do that repeatedly before you see any results. So,
yeah,
get slow, take it slow, everybody. Watch Moneyball. It's a good movie. It's a movie about trading, believe it or not.
Yeah. CoreWeave, yes, I see CoreWeave here. I think it's just doing what everything else is doing, man. I mean, we could add it to a secondary list. We'll look at it, but I think it's doing everything that the overall market is doing. So eyes on the SPY this morning on what's going on there. If you overlap the SPY with a lot of our tickers, you're going to see a lot of similarities, especially on the 1 minute and the 5 minute, right? So, yeah, we'll see. But there could still be opportunities. Like if the SPY, 1 minute, if the SPY starts trending in one direction, then we can get Tesla, Nvidia, trending PLTR, trending MU, and that could turn out great. So, it's not all bad.
Whoa.
We just gotta be patient.
Oops. Look at Open is shooting up here. Again, shooting up is relative because it's. I'm gonna watch this Grail just because
I have it on my secondary as well. I have Apploving, which I think I never really seriously considered watching before.
Tesla.
And yeah, friends, let's do it.
Tesla's been a favorite of mine to watch at the Open. Let's see what it does. Here we go. Here's the opening bell. Got to fire up the Atlas here. Atlas. All right. We got downside. Oh, of course, Tesla already dropped on the Open. That's quick. Let's see if we can get
quick on Tesla. Got our Atlas in place. All right, friends. Let's see what the action is. Let's see where all the fun is this morning. PLTR open.
Market. What is this market gonna do?
I think I messed up my settings with Atlas. I messed up something because it looked different before. Yeah, I gotta figure that out. I gotta say though, I don't want to trade without Atlas. Like it actually gotten very used to it very quickly here. Is that what it is? Okay, so it's not my setting. Okay. Oh, yeah, the auto zoom makes it look a little weird. Is that what it is? Yeah, no, I'm sure they're aware of it. I'm sure they're gonna fix that. Yeah, Is there a way to turn it off? There's not. Okay, I'm sure they're aware. These guys, they're working so hard on this mess. It's an everyday thing, right? So I'm sure they'll handle that. Um,
So I've
okay,
actually gone short Tesla here, hoping that it sticks below the VWAP. Uh, we'll see what we get.
short Tesla for you.
Yeah,
All right,
I
all
was
right.
hoping it would drop faster than this. I don't like how long it's holding here, especially with the
Mm-hmm.
market pushing higher. That's not what I want to see, but I just need one pop lower, one big drop here. Here we go. Come on. Let's go. Below to 407. Let's go. No, let's back up again.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't like the look of this here. Come on. Nvidia is shooting higher. The market is still showing strength. That's not what I'm looking for.
Atlas does look a little bearish here. There's that 406.50. I see a lot of orders down there.
We're getting support at 407, so that's not great.
Yeah. All right, friends. Time for me. Yeah, 3 minutes into the market open. Yeah, now it's going at the VWAP. Yeah, it's not looking too good. Hopefully, your stop is slightly above the VWAP though, because that's where I will put my stop, above that VWAP. Hoping that it rejects off that. AMD, Nvidia trying to go green. Nvidia put a beautiful 1 minute engulfing. So that's nice.
All right, I got to get out of Tesla. It didn't drop, so that didn't work out.
Yeah, things are pushing higher now. See, spies pushing here. You got a lot of stuff moving higher this morning. Let's see if we find a good 5 minute RB. 5 minute RB lately have been really tough to find, friends. It's going through a
Still,
stretch where they're not awesome. So just be mindful of that.
I'm still seeing weakness here on Tesla, so I don't. I just, yeah, it's getting support though. It looks weak,
Yeah.
but then every time it hits a level and then bounces back here. So
Uh, let's see here. Spy. Yeah, it's a weird one, Peter. Look at AMD drop here. AMD dropping nicely below the VWAP. 5 minutes coming up, friends, in about 7 seconds here. Let's see if we can get a good 5 minute ORB setup. Open, open, open could be good. Although there's a lot of order on the ask. So I don't like that. Looks like the imbalance is more to the top side on open. Let's see if it rejects the VWAP.
wow.
Um, Tesla going north, friends.
Tesla, I know. It's funny. It's really getting support here. Again, it still looks weak. The orders weren't. It was supporting a drop, but it really just didn't want to do it. So, all right, got to admit defeat. I'm out.
AMD, Apploving, Baba. Oh man,
Well, this is why you can never assume which direction the market's going to go, right? Because we were pretty
yeah,
weak
yep,
all morning, and now look at us. Like we're heading back. Are we going to go green? Looks like the Qs are going to go green here.
yeah, yep.
Maybe. And the SPY still. This is
3260. PLTR could be decent here.
well, the orders to the top side have built on Tesla a little bit.
All right.
Where my read of the open is not great. So cost myself
No,
some money this
it's
morning.
not that, Peter. Too well, maybe it's not, but also keep in mind that it's a tough open, which makes it worse, right? Because even I'm having a hard time reading. Okay, what's going on here? Um, Spies pushing a little higher, but dropping now. Oh man, thank goodness I did not get into PLTR because I was so close, friends, to jumping in here. I was like ready to hit the button here for a 5 minute ORB, and I'm glad I didn't because look at this drop here. Um, my stop would have been at 132, so I would still have been surviving here, but it would have been or not been pretty, and it probably will hit 132. So, all right, let's leave that alone. Let's continue searching. Um, Tesla's 5 minute candle. Look how weird it is. Pretty much flat. Has a huge wick, which again could be a lot of buying pressure here. Um, you got the 5 minute ORB, which is basically in this range, 408.30. I wouldn't consider this an actual VWAP breakout. This is more of a 5 minute ORB breakout. I just don't know if I want to jump in here. Oh, open up and go. Well, go like 12 cents. Which for a $5 stock, I guess it is a lot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I'm just not seeing anything. AMD. If things are gonna go long, Tesla's got the best risk to reward, I think.
I'm still short biased on Tesla, but it's obviously not. Yeah, see, the orders have built to the top side a little bit on Tesla.
Mhm.
It's just,
Yeah, look at MU go, my friends. Yep, I see that. Good TR trying to get above the VWAP. Nvidia, as I mentioned before, nice 1 minute engulfing here and then took off really nice above there. I wish I would have saw this. I wasn't looking at this intensely enough to take that trade. That's a great trade the way that is set up there. AMD, AMD right now looks nice above the VWAP. Yeah, it does. I don't like the last couple of candles here. Forget about this one. This is not making it pretty, but these last couple of candles are a little bit worrisome. It's not that clean. I mean, it's pretty much flat, and now it's just failing. And mainly because I'm looking at the SPY end of the chart, the SPY is starting to drop again. So, you know, Tesla looks good for a long. I mean, this is a nice setup for Tesla. Oh. Oh. All right, we're gonna let me see. Can we get a quick pullback 4950? I'm thinking of going long Tesla, Peter. I think that
really.
maybe wants to go green. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going long Tesla. Stop. We give it a dollar. I'm not gonna give it the V. I'm gonna give it 409. See if we get a quick break to above 410.50 would be awesome. Let's see if we could do it. So 409 is my stop. Here it is. New candle. Let's see if the SPY can just give us a quick scalp on this. Will be great. Previous day close is up at 410.38. SPY is pushing higher, so that should help us. Let's see. Open is putting a nice setup too as well. I don't like the price action. Every time I look at it, I'm not comfortable with that $5 price. See if Tesla can go. Failing. 409 is our stop. We'll just give us a dollar. We're not gonna give it a lot of room here. Tesla usually you can give it $2 or no problem, but I don't want to do that given how far we are from the VWAP here. 409 will jump out. It was going up. SPY was going up, but it's struggling. It's struggling to get above that most recent high. And every time it goes up there, it slams down pretty hard. Like here it is slamming down again. And again, I say slamming down relative to the previous candle, right? It's not really slamming down. So All right, let's see. Tesla's taking too long. It's taking too long.
I agree.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I hate to say it, you and I are on opposite sides of this this trade. So
No, I will agree with that. It's taking way too long.
whatever it's gonna do,
Getting to
gonna do it.
409, and it's just going back and forth, back and forth. Spice pushing higher, Peter. I could go against you a little bit. Oh,
Yeah,
careful,
see, that's
Peter.
gonna stop me out. I know.
But see, I'm with you on why you're short because the SPY
Ugh,
moved up, and this is
I
barely
just,
reacting. Like it's not
I
reacting.
just
Look at
got,
it.
I just got stopped out. Didn't want to take too much risk on that. So on the spike.
Yeah, this is not good. The SPY's just made a new high, and Tesla's not moving higher. You might be right on your short, just the timing might be off. If we can get, look at the SPY. Tesla's just like, I'm not moving. All right. Okay, maybe now we're gonna move. Let's see if we can get into friends. Let's do a funded account trade here. Let's see what we got. So we got Tesla. I believe on the breakout here now. The SPY's moving higher. Maybe we'll take. Let's do again trade small, right? Just gonna do 25% of the buying power. So small trade on Tesla. Let's see how much that does. We're going long. Tesla by 25%, 36 shares. We could do a little more than that. Let's do another 25% here if we can. It's just not trying to break. Come on, Tesla. Look at the SPY go. Why would you do that?
Why you gotta do me like that?
Yeah, look at that. It's coming back down. 409 on the SPY. And I kind of knew that, man, because again, the SPY moved up so nicely and Tesla just struggled. Like it wanted no business going higher. So, but it keeps holding this 409. Let's see if it
Yeah, there's definitely there's some support, and
mm-hmm.
I saw the support down at 407, and it looks like that support has moved up to 409,
Yeah.
and but you're right, it doesn't have enough buyers to get it up back up over 410 consistently. So
It's struggling. All right, let's see. I'm gonna add more into our Tesla funded account. Yeah, let's add more. 25, just 25.
here we go. This might be
All
when
right,
it
here it is. Now,
breaks.
now I might get the move. All right, let me focus in on this here now. Let's see. Come on, baby. It is struggling. What's this level here? Let me mark it down. This got to be like a big four. I want to say 410.50 maybe. We mark that there. We go to the daily. What is stopping this from taking off? I mean, I don't see anything major. Well, you got a couple of days are on there.
Yeah, I
Got
don't
this
see
area going
anything.
back in. Yeah, but it's nothing. I mean, it's nothing crazy. So I don't know. Just weird. Weird. Oh, hold on. I changed the ticker
Yeah.
now. There we go. All right, friends. We're just long on Tesla. Anything else actually break out? Oh, look, PLTR did break out. Ugly breakout though. I'm not gonna lie. It's not an easy
A
trade to
little bit.
take,
Yeah.
but it did.
Yeah.
And I'm getting impatient on Tesla. MU, AMD. That's what you guys took today. Let's look at AMD. Yeah, AMD did break out. Did get going into the green. Nvidia also went. Shout out to the previous day close very quickly,
There
right?
you
This
go.
one.
There you go.
Actually,
You
oh yeah,
finally
now we're
hit the
getting it. Yeah.
410.50.
Come on, get up there. Let's get going. You can do it, Tesla.
There it is.
All right. Let's get 411. Let's at least get a 1R out of this on the first partial. If we can. I mean, at this point, we'll take whatever you give us because you're trading so weird. But if we can, it would be nice to get 411. I just don't think it has the juice, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was wrong on the short clearly because it hasn't shown any indication of big drops. It looked to me like it was just ready to drop and then kept pulling back. So
Yeah.
oh well.
There it is, SPY. Let's see if SPY can do
Nvidia
a new
is
high
green.
and help us here.
AMD was green briefly, but has dropped back. And like you said, Open's faltered here. It's not doing much right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, look at this drop here. Yeah, I think Tesla wants to drop, man. The way it keeps coming back down to that 409.50, like it does it so quickly and effective, you know, and then to get higher, it's just like it's climbing up an escalator that's going down. It's like you're moving, but you're not moving. Oh man. Wow.
I like that. You're climbing up a down escalator.
Yeah, it's exactly what it looks like, man. And now SPY is moving lower. That's not going to help our cause here. Yeah, 409 is our stop, so we'll bail at 409, friends. That's where it's been holding. It came to 409. Buyers showed up. It held it higher, but we are just stuck in this chop, man. This is crazy. VWAP is catching up. That could be a good sign. I would love that VWAP to get above 409, to get above our stop. Maybe start pushing things higher. That could work. Everything is moving with the SPY again. It is. Somewhat. Tesla's not really moving with it as much as I would like, because the SPY had a nice move up over the last 15 minutes, and look at Tesla right now. If you look at Nvidia, AMD, and some other ones, they are moving more in line with what the market is doing. So I agree. All right, here it is, 4.9 again on Tesla, friends. We got the VWAP. Oh no, we're gonna get out. Yeah, we're gonna get out. We're out of Tesla. We're gonna get out on our funded account as well, because it is going lower. Peter, did you get in short? I hope you got in short, Peter.
I did.
Good,
I
good,
did.
because it looked weak, man. So glad you got in short. We'll get out of our trade over here on Tesla.
I'm thinking because if it breaks, I'm hoping that it goes to a low of day here. And,
yeah, I might
gives a full move.
I might join you short, man. If this looks good, it looks very, very weak. We might do that, because I agree
Let's
with
see what it
that
does
there.
here. It's getting support again at this other level.
Yeah,
so
but it's might be different now. I think it's a short. All right, so we're. Oh, come on, pull back to 4.9. I want to go short. I think the SPY tried. It's not working. All these stocks try. I think now we're gonna go for a nice little Friday flush. I think that is what is taking place here. But we broke the VL. Let's wait for our actual setup. Let's be responsible here. So here's our breakdown. Let's see if we could pull back to 409. I just don't want to miss the move. And the way the SPY is trading, I don't think we got another opportunity to do it. I'm going short, guys, now. Because I just don't think we're going to get another shot to jump in here. So short now. We'll go short on our funded account as well, because I think that is what's going to happen here.
407.
Oh, why did you do that? I am so bad. All right. How do I get out of this? Why? I think I'm gonna make so much money in incorrect entries. I entered long in error on the funded account. I did get out right away though.
Again.
Yeah, yeah. Don't get me started, Peter. I want to go short. Yeah, I did. Like I wanted to go short here, and in error. Oh, hold on. I changed the 1 minute. And in error, I bought. So I do it the right way now. Here it is. Sell 50. Okay, good. I know, been fumbling, but I believe in the short. I think the short is going to rally all the way to the low of the day, friends. I think we're going to get a nice little drop here. And look, even if we would have waited for a pullback, we would have got our pullback on Tesla.
Jesus.
We would have got our pullback here, and we would have probably had a better entry. So let's see. Got to hold below 409, below this VWAP. Let's see. Oh, the SPY's pushing higher. Don't do that.
Yeah.
SPY.
Let's see. That's I got out. I kept adding into my short. I was adding, and well, it brought my average down to, because I added too aggressively, I think.
Oh no, yeah. Oh man.
So it just took me out on that spike. Now, if it drops, I'll be very disappointed. But that's
yeah.
If it drops, it should be aggressive. Like it should really drop hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I think your short was on, dead on. Even when you got in here, I think you were right, Peter. Because the way this thing was just not budging to go higher, market atlas looked bullish. Just it was struggling here for whatever reason, and now I think it's gonna give in. I think it's gonna bend the knee, my friend.
Yeah,
we are bending the knee. So, my stop is again above VWAP. So we'll see if we can get.
I got back in again. Now I've got a worse entry, unfortunately, but I'm back in because I agree with you. I think it's going to go, but
I think we're going to get it.
It's getting too much support here. I should have just stayed in the trade I was in.
Yeah, but the risk management part of it, right? If you add it in aggressively.
Yeah. Well, my stop was not a good spot because it was basically at the VWAP, and the VWAP is where it got that support, right? So that that's where you've got to sort of use some intelligence. Is it a good technical level,
right?
And if it's not, then come on, Tesla, drop.
So waiting for the SPY to give it the okay. Waiting for the SPY to give it a signal. All right, let's go. Law of the days, 405. 405.51. That's what we're going for. 405.51. We are in some tough days of trading, friends. So if you just started trading, it is usually not this difficult. But it's good that you're trading now. What's the saying? Calm seas never made a skilled sailor. So these are not calm seas right now when it comes to trading the market. These are definitely not calm. Look at Nvidia go. Look at AMD, Tesla. Can we bend the knee, please? Everybody's dropping. What is your problem? What's going on with you? We just might be trading the wrong horse today, Peter.
Yeah, it could be. We're riding the wrong horse. Yeah.
Yeah, we could just be in the wrong stock today. I was just thinking about that because if I look at everything else, AMD, beautiful drop off the VWAP. Nvidia lost the previous day close, battling with the VWAP now. Even PLTR not as clean because it didn't really move up. But we might just be in the wrong EV vehicle. Hopefully we're wrong and we are in the right car, but definitely giving us a run for our money here. Yeah, Tassie, everything's selling. MU, look at this beautiful drop on MU as well. So it's just Tesla. Hopefully hopefully it gets to 405 and it makes it worth our while here because that would take care of everything. We can get to 405. What is Apple doing? Because Apple tends to do something different than the overall market is doing. So Apple is above the VWAP. It's just not doing anything. It's pretty choppy for the most part. Like everything, it's not just Apple. It's just taking too long.
Yeah. It was
It's
down there. It was looking good. It
yeah,
just
it's taking
it was
too
getting
long.
support again. This has got to drop. It's got to hit the big drop here, and it's 407.50 is the level I think it's got to get through. See, this right here is where it's getting some support, and you can see that. I'm gonna have to get out of this short if it comes back over 408 here. I think 408. What was the last candle here? 408.20. Come on, just drop. Get the drop.
Not doing it.
It just won't. It won't do it. That almost stopped me out. Come on.
These candles are really terrible. They are. they're really bad. They are not pretty at all.
It's not good news because this is making a rounding bottom. Okay, I'm out.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, SPY is heading towards the high, so that's not ideal.
No. Looks like you picked the wrong horse, Carlos. I'm trying. I'm
trying
here.
No,
but
we picked the wrong
like
one today, man.
4 losses now on Tesla. It's just not cooperating for me. So
we got 2. We got the long, and we're about to have the second one now if this thing doesn't cooperate with the VWAP. So let's see. Yeah, it just looks like it's gonna push through here, and buying the might need to be out. So
and the market's pushing higher.
Yeah, see now the market's gonna go new high. That's not good for above the VWAP. We gotta get out. So we'll be ready. Yes. And watch the market do what it does, right? It's gonna go here and then it's gonna push back down. So you're not gonna actually probably get a breakout. We'll see. All right, 409. Yep, we're gonna bail out here. 4905. SPY is gonna go. I keep doing that. Double click the charts. Yeah, I'm out. So I am out of Tesla. And I don't trust it for long either. This thing is just messy. Wow.
Yeah.
My goodness. Oh, there's a SPY goes. Oh, that looks
not pretty.
That looks new. What is going on?
I've taken a lot.
You took a long?
Look at that. Oh, wow. No. Wow. Look at that.
Oh, I didn't get in. I didn't get in.
Wow. Look at the market. That was huge. Did we I didn't have any significant economic data that's supposed to be coming out at 10.
I want to get in something. Hold on.
What we
Is it
got
gonna keep
here?
going?
Michigan consumer sentiment came out. It was negative. Home
Come
sales came out
on.
a little
I need
positive.
I need to get in something. This
There,
is awesome,
a little
guys.
bit of data. Wow,
What?
look at that move.
Everything is gone. I got left behind on the bus stop, man. Oh,
Wow.
jeez.
Well, thank God I got out of the short.
Yeah, me too. I'm out, man. Look at that. That's why you stick to your style. This would have been a
But I'm on the.
this is actually would have been an ugly loss there. 412. Yikes.
Of course, Andrew was long Nvidia, so
He
he
was.
took
Oh
advantage of
man,
that.
I missed everything.
Wow, that was the support and the move that Tesla needed to go higher.
Supreme Court decision on what? What was it? Tariffs? What they said? I forgot about that.
Yeah, they said they were going to come out with a decision at some point, but
Wow, Peter, you parsed the data 412, 413. Oh, that
oh,
is beautiful. I wasn't quick enough, guys. Crap. I wasn't quick enough to react on it. And that's it. It might actually be over. So it might actually be over. Nvidia came right back down. Um, fun might be over. You guys,
Nvidia
anyone?
really dropped.
Yeah. Anyone take that spike? Pump and dump, pump and dump in the whole market. JC Trader.
Yeah.
Uh, what is the spy doing?
Oh.
Spy is just went mad. Oh, that was nice. That was so nice. Mm-mm-mm. Look at Nvidia though. Very interesting.
Yeah, Nvidia's up and right back down. Uh, Again, we're probably. Oh, look at that. See, I got stopped out on Tesla again. What are you doing, Tesla? I mean, why am I killing myself with Tesla? Maybe I should just move to something else.
Yeah, yeah. Is Nvidia going to go short here? I don't know. I'm not reading the markets great today. Um, ruling against precedent. All right, so they ruled against the tariffs, which again, I don't think the tariffs really had a crazy impact. It was a negotiating thing, right? He cut back a lot of them. He gave a lot of extensions. Maybe in some sectors it was like a big deal, but there were so many countries that got yeah. Look, see, we're right back down. So the ruling is done. Now what?
But
Look at the spy.
it was more the I think the long term impact
Yeah, yeah.
of the U.S.'s sort of view as a stable partner, right? Which is really what. Oh, see, there's Tesla. Dang it.
Wow, that is that's nice. All right, are we gonna go short here below the V up on Tesla?
Come on, man. I
This will be
was
my
short
third
Tesla, and then
trade.
I wasn't as aggressive. I was too aggressive on my stop. That's my bad.
All right. So now that we got that news side of the way, can we get back to regular trading market? I shouldn't trade Tesla no more.
Hmm.
I shouldn't really trade Tesla anymore. It looks so good.
So the thing is now we're actually have more uncertainty
Okay.
because if we've got, the Supreme Court ruling against the tariffs, let's wait to see what the White House says, right? And when's that going to
What the
happen?
reaction is. Okay.
2 minutes from now, 2 hours from now, 2 days from now?
I
I
don't
mean,
know, man. These
one or
guys
the
been
other,
quiet.
right?
They're focused
Yeah.
on the Middle East right now. These guys been very quiet. It's a lot going on at the moment. Oh yes, Peter, I went
Oh,
short.
dang. Look at
I didn't
that.
call it because
I was trying to
I
get short. Well, I didn't get filled.
yeah.
I went short, but I didn't get filled because it dropped too fast.
Oh
Oh
man,
gosh, dang it.
I went
Well,
short
it's
and I didn't
not my
call it
day. I'm
because
really just
I've been trading pretty bad today, but I did go short. Oh, let's go.
oh,
Oh man. All right, let's see. Come on.
yeah.
Can we get the cherry on top? 405 is the cherry on top. That forgives all sins for Tesla today.
Damn it.
All right, so short partial. And you were short pretty high.
Oh, and of course I missed the big. I was short actually right at anyways, right below previous day close on Tesla, but it popped up and I got nervous and I got it to break
Yeah.
even again. It's my failure to hold on to these when the move is setting up that's really
Hmm.
costing me. So that's something I absolutely have to work on.
Allison, regret trading today. Yeah, this week, no, the last 2 days specifically. Well, we didn't trade yesterday, but we were looking. We couldn't find anything. But the last 2 3 days have not been easy. Just takes a little bit longer. All right, let's see. Can we get the continuation
Yeah.
lower? We got 407. Can we get lower? Uh, Really, we're gonna go back up already? That's not fun.
Hmm.
I already stop out on Tesla in a little bit, but man, it's
Interesting.
just not.
Very interesting. All right. Back up to 409
I
on
know.
Tesla. The market
And
is, wow.
what is the market doing here?
I don't think the market quite knows how to react to this
It's
news,
all
right?
over the place.
Yeah.
What is happening? And it is a really weird trading day. Um, Definitely a lot of excitement in the last couple of minutes here. SPY might go higher. We're gonna be out. We are going to be out. Shit, we're not getting filled. All right, I gotta cancel that order. All right, we didn't get filled. All right, we are out now. Jeez, man, what a day. Oh, my
Oh.
goodness. So bad. All right, we are out. Jesus Christ.
It's
Yeah,
crazy,
this is
isn't it?
bad.
It's tough
Yeah,
trading
this is
this news
it's
because
bad.
you got to be on the right side of it. And look at the pop, the drop.
Yeah.
Now it's popping again. I guess it's going to pop back up. So is this the market saying that the Supreme Court ruling is good or not? I don't
Oh my
know.
goodness.
Right.
Gave all the
So
profits back. All
hmm.
right. Mm-mm-mm. Uh, no, I'm back to my regular loss. but I had a good situation here, and I just gave it all back on this pop. Still red. Okay. How you been trading against the market all day long? Look at the SPY. No, we've been trading long and short. We've been trading
Yeah.
all sides of this situation. Oh,
Yeah, well, I've been trading against the market, let's be honest. So that's, you know,
give it all back.
well, the the yeah, I don't know what this market's going to do because, what's number one in the rule book for a president who's in trouble with his approval rating, right?
Mm-hmm.
Start a war. And we know he's poised for one, right? There's ships steaming
Yeah. Yep. 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 I
steaming
saw
eastward right
that.
now.
Yep.
So, it's unfortunately it's it's not looking good for Iran right now because you gotta.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll see what happens, but
The USS Gerard R4. This thing is massive, man. It's like a airport on wheels. I mean, well, not on wheels, but on on water. It is just so mad. It
on
just looks
water.
so out of place. Like when you see it, it's just so out of place, man.
I haven't seen this. Let's look it up.
Yeah, it's see, but you can't really appreciate it until you have another boat next to it. Like here, it's just you can't really tell. But there's other pictures where they have another like regular boat next to it, and you see how it's like a 1,100 feet. It's just wild. Um, how big this is. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's going to the Gulf amid Iran threats. So let's see.
100,000 tons and a length of 1,106 feet. It's the largest warship afloat.
Yeah, it's pretty big. I've seen the Intrepid over in New York a couple of times, and how big is that one?
The USS Gerald R. Ford is fast enough that you could theoretically water ski behind it. That's a random fact that
I didn't think it was
we
that
don't know what to do
fast. I
with.
thought it was a slow thing. I
Oh,
didn't think it
well,
was that fast.
it is a warship after all, so it's got to get into position, I guess, at times.
Are we going short Tesla, Peter?
We are.
You are? You're short?
Yeah, just
I
went
was
short.
kidding, but oh man, I'm pretty upset at this move because I should have got out of break even, and that would have been better. And I waited way too long, hoping that the VIA was going to close it out. That was a bad move. So that was not that's a violation of my
Two.
discipline here. Uh, VIA breakdown. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I don't like again, once again it gets to these support levels and it's
Yeah,
really
this
not
408.29. I don't know what's up with that.
mm.
All right, I'm going short again. I'm going short with you, Peter. Well, you got a better entry, but I'm going short again here. We are not having a disciplined trading day, friends. So right, we're back short. Chop guy. You want the chop guy? Let's get the chop guy. Here he is. All right, 407 again. All right, let's see. This is the most I traded in a long time. Feels
Yeah,
like
me
a lot.
too.
One,
I haven't traded
two,
this much in quite a
three,
while.
4 trades on Tesla. That's a lot. That's a lot.
I'm looking for the big breakdown now on Tesla. I've added into my short a bit, so
You
unfortunately, it's
did.
bringing my once again my break even pretty low here. But I'm trying. I'm trying for the big trade to recover my losses. Not a
Me
good way
too,
to
man.
do
I'm
it,
not
but
gonna lie.
I've been scaling in,
uh,
mitigating my risk, but it also
yeah,
means that I get stopped
yeah.
out easy. So here we go, back up. So I
Ah,
just got stopped
back
out
up.
again.
Mm-mm-mm. There it is. We are so stuck in a range, and it just won't break. It is coming back up
Yeah.
to above the V up,
Well,
and I'll have to get out again. Let's see. My goodness.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's a tough one.
We are not trading this no more. That's it. No more. Hands off hands off the keyboard. I should be going short here, actually. That's what I want. You want to trade this chop, then go short here. Why you go short down there? Obviously, that's not working today. We're gonna come back at 11, Peter. Like 11:30, 12 o'clock, and this thing's gonna be at like 4:03, and we're gonna be pissed. It's gonna be done at 4:03. Uh,
Yeah, well, it's possible. Or it could be a 415.
yeah,
You know? Who knows? But yeah, I would be more
yeah,
frustrated if it is down at, like you said, at 405 if it does do the breakdown, because this has been ugly. I mean, look at
yeah. It's
look, this
just.
is not the normal chart you guys see out of me. Like yesterday, what was yesterday?
Let me see.
I
Let me
had
see your
I had
chart. We haven't seen
no
it. Yeah.
trades. I had no
You
trades
know what?
yesterday,
You're right. It's like we
and
went
yet,
from not from being so disciplined, not trading, to today, like just
yeah, look at
madness.
this. Look at this on Tesla. Like this is not. It happens every once in a while, and it's not like there's
Yeah,
big damage here because most of these are all
yeah,
break-even stop outs. Unfortunately, I do have two losses in there, which makes me red. But yeah, I just can't get anything to move. You can see that a
yeah,
lot of red candles because or red arrows because I am getting into a short and then adding to it once it starts to support my direction, which always moves my average, and then I'm stopping at a break even a lot of times. But there are a couple of losses you can identify in there. So, anyways,
yeah.
it's it is what it is.
My
It's
biggest issue was giving the profit back here. Like we had a really,
yeah,
really good situation here. So we risked only $1 here. That's fine. Only another dollar over here. That's fine. These are normal stops. But here we actually made
right,
almost $1.50. $1.50. We took only a partial. And instead of stopping at break
yeah,
even or taking more off, we let it go up here. And then this right here, this will kill you. Um, so that was the big issue there. Are you guys allowed to leave the chat room and go for a walk? Yeah, we could. We could. I don't want to.
yeah.
Well,
But I don't feel until I've been trying to get the move to work, and obviously with the
yeah,
market forces and everything. Like Tesla still feels like a weak stock to me, but it's just not it's just not one of those days where it wants to drop. So I have to
yeah,
acknowledge the market has been moving against it. The SPY and the Qs definitely are going higher, and it's pulling the stock with it. So
yeah,
it is
yeah.
what it is.
Look at the open. Look at the open. Look at open here, trying to break out. So if you guys like that one,
Mhm.
it's got some movement on here. Where's the garbage truck? Yeah, this is what it looks like right now. Uh, Pulling up the garbage truck to the New York Stock Exchange. And yeah, there's no papers on the floor anymore. There used to be. Back in those old pictures you see now, it's just spotless. It's
Yeah.
there's none of
Yeah, it's
that.
because well, nobody's doing the call, the outcry, the open outcry process
Yeah.
is not active anymore. So
Wow. Baba, let me guess. Baba had a great day. Of course it did. Well, this was good for them, right? The tariff, so that's good long term for them. That's good news for any Chinese tickers, really. So they got the spike and they actually maintain going higher. Um, PLTR, yeah, just pure chop today. So let's see. All right, so the Intrepid is 893 feet long. So this one is 11. 200 feet more. Tesla going higher. Let's see what it does the previous day close. I'm not looking to take a short up here though. What a Friday. What a Friday.
Indeed.
Andrew, you want to do the funded account because you have to go to work. You want to cover your losses. uh, that's good. People want to do the funded account. Let's see how many likes we have. We have 400 likes. We'll do it right now. We'll do it right now. Let's see how many likes we got.
There you go.
Let's check. Let's check,
He'll
and I even help
right
you.
now if he's got the likes.
Oh, yeah. I even help you with a like myself because I haven't gone there. There it is. One like right there. So 242 likes at the moment. We get 400. We'll do it ASAP. So let's do it, friends. A thumbs up over on YouTube. Really appreciate it. And Nathan is giving away. He gave away 5 giveaways yesterday for a group session he's going to be doing for Bookmap on how to set up, how to do a couple of things, how to understand it better. Which again, he know not Bookmap. Well, it's kind of Bookmap, Market Atlas, on how to understand it better. Because he's been doing him and Thor. Again, and Atlas is very young as far as us doing it with Trading Terminal, but Bookmap's been out for a while, and these guys were using that for a long time, right? So they know it, how to read it very, very well. So you're gonna learn from the best. So he's gonna give another 5 away today as well. So be on the lookout for that. And that's for everyone, regardless whether you're a Lambos and Garbage Truck member. I believe that's no. Actually, what we did was we gave 2 for the Garbage Truck and Lambos member, and then we get 3 for everyone. So, good luck with that. All right, Tesla's dropping. Peter, are you sure? 410.50 here.
No,
not yet. Okay.
I am not. No, not at this point. I've got to. I am.
Eric, good to see you, man. First time here. I guarantee you we trade much better than what you saw today. Come back Monday. Subscribe. It happens.
Those days.
Oh, boy, oh boy. Yeah, for our new traders, you got to come back and allow us to redeem ourselves. Which actually, guys, not a bad day. This is part of trading. All right, this is part of trading. We are in the middle of the choppiness.
Just one of those
days.
One of those days. It happens.
It is. Mighty, it is tough today, no question. And I'm telling you, like, there goes Tesla again, back below, trying to get below the VWAP. I really feel we're gonna have some kind of breakout one way or the other. It's not even 10:30. It's only gonna be 10:30 in a couple of minutes here, and
Yep.
it's early. As far as the trading day overall, it's early, And we've seen these type of days where it starts off like this. I mean, just look at the chop of the 5 minute. Boom, 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 boom. And we'll come back and we'll see a nice, beautiful breakout. All right, friends, 308 likes so far. Almost there. Almost there. And I'll get it started. And as soon as we hit 400, we'll let it rip here, guys. So let's go funded account.
Once again, Andrew has done his magic. He's had a nice green.
Yeah, he did.
Long Nvidia when that pop happened.
Well, he did. Yeah.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
Hashtag is gonna be chop today. Hashtag chop.
There you go.
Yeah, Andrew's
chop.
Andrew's very, very good reading that price action. He's pretty awesome at that. All right, 339 likes, almost there, guys. 60 more. Just need 60 more people to just kind of fall over their button there, and we'll get our goal of 400. Choppity chop. Grail. Apploving nothing. Baba did take off pretty well here. Tesla. Nvidia. All right, 362. We're getting there. What is the SPY doing? SPY. Okay. How's the news? Anything else coming out today, Peter, on the economic calendar? We got the 8:30, 9:45 is out. All right, so there's nothing else. Unless something else breaks out that's not on the schedule.
I got nothing else really on the calendar for today that I'm watching. Let's see, where did it go? I had the economic calendar.
Yeah, I just pulled it up here. There's nothing else on there.
Yeah,
I just pulled it up.
Room. Did we add those extra lines yet?
I forgot to do that for you, Peter. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. I'll do it today.
We do have the Atlanta Fed GDP Now number that comes out at 11. Normally the market doesn't react on a day like today, though. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, we can see some reaction internationally here as the well, I mean, everything's sort of moving up, but Baidu, like those stocks have moved up. They've been moving up actually all morning, but they didn't see the big pullback that we saw in some others. So, the tariffs being ruled, well, the tariffs being ruled illegal by the courts, I guess, is good news for China, but it's obviously it's not over because the executive branch, the White House, still has cards to play. So we'll see what they choose to do next. But there's my 10:30 alarm. My God, Carlos, it feels like we've been at this forever. It's only been an hour.
It feels long. It's only been an hour, man. It's so early.
Yeah.
Friends, if you want to be
part
of the
happens when you're fighting the market.
We are fighting tooth and nail. If you want to join Lambos and Garbage Truck, you can do so right on YouTube. Just head over to our YouTube channel and you'll see the join. And when you join, you'll be part of the Lambos and Garbage Truck. We do a giveaway for our funded account every single trading day. So let's do that right now. We are here, ready to go. Let's give away a lucky winner. There's some people that won this week. I'm going to email you guys today. Been busy with a lot of webinars. We have P Capital back to back this week. It's been a lot of fun. All right, 106 entries, friends. Here it goes. Our winner for the funded account is going to be, drum roll, is, here it is, Jonathan Lesser 1602. You are the winner, my friend. Congratulations. Email me, carlos@bearbootraders.com. We will get you all set up. As I mentioned before, guys, if you don't wanna wait till you win, um, we have a great deal for our Valentine's promo. Still here, still available to you. So head over to bearwithtraders.com. You can type in love50. That's gonna get you in and give you a free funded account. So you get an annual elite membership. Annual elite, guys, includes everything that we have at Bearwood Traders, right? So everything that's on there, you know, the webinars that we do on a weekly basis, all the recordings, all the intro classes. I mean, just everything. Plus, you also get a one-on-one with a psychology coach as well for your one free session to kind of get you started. And again, just a great deal. And then also we throw that free funded account on top as well. So if you're interested, now's the time to look at that deal.
And we'll do this. We'll even do this, since that's what we're giving away. If you, like Carlos said, if you don't want to wait for the to win, if you buy and you win any time in the next 2 weeks, we'll give you your money back.
There you go.
So, how about that?
There you go. I like that.
We can make that happen. We know the people. We can talk to the right people. So if you want to
Peter,
go ahead
Peter
and buy,
knows some people.
you want to, you want to lock in that deal, go lock in the deal now. And if you end up winning, don't worry, we'll give you your money back right away, so you can use that free account. So you got nothing to lose.
I like it, man.
Go for it.
I like it. I like it as much as I like Tesla short.
Rickin Sony is saying, hey, he won one of Nathan's giveaways yesterday. Does he email you or Nathan, Carlos?
No, Nathan. We gave out Nathan's email address.
Okay.
Nathan at bearwithtraders.com. And email him, and he's going to schedule something where you guys can all have a set time, because he wants everybody to attend together. So you got some coordination to do.
Okay.
All right, Peter. I am short Tesla. I know. But let's see. 407.21, right below the VWAP here. Let's see if we can now get the drop. We got 407. We need 405, but we'll take 407 because we got a much better entry this time around. So, let's see. I should do it. Oh, I should do it on the funded account. But you know what? Oh my goodness, I forgot to monitor the funded account. Oops.
What are you in? Are you? What are you in on the funded account?
Someone mentioned I should do it in the funded account, and you're right. I should. And you just reminded me I left something open on the funded account. Oh man, hopefully that didn't mess me up. All right, we're only down $49. Okay, that's fine. All right, so we're good. But I am short on the funded account on Tesla. I forgot about that. All right. Yeah, let's see, man. Yes, you're right. I should stop and do it on the funded account, but I wanna, I want this account to do something too. I wanna get some love on this account here. So let's see. 09. It's right back up. That is just crazy. Minute I get in, right back up. This is unbelievable. Yeah. Can't make this stuff up. Cannot make this stuff up.
No. It's moving with the market here, and the market spiked higher.
Yeah, I'm seeing the SPY trying to spike higher.
I hate to admit, I went with you, and it's not working out,
Our
Carlos.
timing
had the line in on this. You knew
Peter,
what you were doing.
haven't you seen what's been happening here lately, man? Why are you following me? Today's not the day you follow me. Follow me on Monday, man, when I'm doing well. All right, let's see, guys.
All right, well, I've added into this because I went with a small size.
Happen.
Let's see what happens. If we can get back below 409, we'll be in good shape.
It's gonna happen. We're gonna get our 407. I'm putting it out there. We're gonna get this 407, 405. Yeah, Doug. We are not in sync with the market today. I'm not in sync with the market today at all.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
And yeah. Yeah, Sridhar, this is not my typical. Again, we don't trade this much. We really don't. Today's a wild Friday. It's not even Friday the 13th, and then today's just a very wild Friday for us. I know, I know. This will be my last trade. I promise. This will be my last trade on Tesla.
Oh, this is horrible.
We gotta get
Carlos,
out.
what have you done to me?
I know, I know. This is just insane. The market's dropping, and this thing is going to 411. I don't
No,
understand.
the market's poking higher right now.
Yeah,
This is not good.
I'm stretching my stop here, guys, which is not good. But I'm hoping the range will drop this here. No, it's gonna go higher, I think. Wow, what a day. What a day. And I'm telling you, we're gonna come back later, and this thing is going to be so down, so down. Like it's just what's gonna happen. You'll see. I said that three trade. I know. I said I'm gonna stop trading like
Yeah,
four trades ago.
exactly. You said it three trades ago. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, but I mean it. This will be my last trade. This will be last and final. Market is going higher. We're just below the previous day close. Waiting to see what Tesla is going to do. Is it going to recover? Yeah, I'm past my stop, Corey. My stop should have been 410.50. I'm like 30 cents above my stop here, 50 cents.
Yeah.
I am above my
I
stop.
took small
am
size.
I
I
am breaking
just,
some rules here.
and then I added in. This is just, it keeps getting the support. What is the Atlas showing here?
Yeah, it's
See, it
gonna go
doesn't
higher.
show a lot of orders up there, but it just keeps.
It doesn't. It
Keeps getting
looks
support.
more bearish, but for some reason it is just not
Yeah.
giving in. I don't know what it is about it. So
Yeah, the market isn't helping right now.
this journal is gonna suck today. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
This
I
journey is
agree.
not gonna
I'm
be
not looking
fun.
forward to this. Okay, I'm out.
I gotta get out. Yeah, this journal is not going to be fun. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. No more. Not touching the keyboard. Nah, I can't hold to 412. Nah, man. If I ain't that, because if it goes above 412, above that previous day close, it might actually squeeze up. And now the market's going
Yeah.
higher. Yeah, you can't hold to 412. I know it might seem like okay to do so, but look at this. Watch it. This is messing with us so much, man. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I am not. I'm just taking the L today. I'm not gonna touch it no more. I gotta stop looking at this stock. I gotta stop looking at this. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now, Peter?
Don't worry, I'm thinking the same thing. It's this is the day you feel like you've been hunted, right?
Oh wow. Marcus Riggs out to get me. I believe it now. Uh, oh, yeah, this is laugh. You just gotta laugh about it. What are you gonna do? You just gotta laugh about it. This is crazy. Look at that stop and look at the drop, right?
Oh
Oh.
yeah, but it's it's right back up here
But
again.
still,
So
it's not. Yeah, it's not like it went green anyways. No, I lost a lot today, man. I lost a lot. No, don't feel bad. It's part of trading. Listen, we have really good days, and today's one of those really bad days. So it's part of trading. The things you cannot have a lot of these days, right? You can have a here and there, but you can't have a lot of these because then that will kill you. Um, but uh, but yeah, we gave some back today. Suze, I wish I can go into my account, and this will be one of those days where I would love to see Sim. Like, oh, I traded in Sim, that'd be great, but I know that's not gonna happen because the account is tied into the hotkeys, so that's not happening unless somebody came in and changed my hotkeys. I would love that, but that won't be the case. Not today. It's okay. It's so funny because I look at this. You know what pisses me off the most out of this here? It's not these losses. That's fine. Well, it's not fine. It sucks. But this right here. I mean, this is blatantly. You get out. You get out, and I did it. And this loss here hurts more than because the other ones I follow my rules, no problem. Follow my rules. But here, I did not follow my rule here,
right.
and that is like, dude, you could have made some money. You could have stopped at break even, and we would not have been green, but we would have small red, you know. So
Right.
yeah, I'm a max loss. Yeah, I can't trade no more. I am a max loss today.
Mm.
I gave
I'm only halfway to my max loss. So
yeah
we're-
yeah I gave too much room on a lot of things. Got too sloppy. So yeah, I am done for the day. I'm gonna go over trade my funded account.
Nvidia pushing higher here.
Uh, yes, learn from the bad stuff too. Like I remember
Oh yeah, you learn
when we
more
used
from
to
the
be
bad
when I used to
stuff.
be in the chat room, right? Like before we trade live here, we used to do the pre-market show and go straight to the chat room and watch Andrew and Brian. Man, these guys are incredible. And when Andrew was having a bad day, it will make me realize like, hey, this can happen to you too. Like when he has a bad day, that just tells you
Right.
that the market is tough. So it kind of I learned from it. Like, you know what? Let me not force it. If he's having a bad day, you know, that says a lot because he's got
Yeah,
the
good
experience
morning,
to.
everybody.
Oh, Andrew's in here. Good
Morning.
morning, sir.
How are you
Oh, we're
doing,
He's
guys?
here. He's
just
here.
talking about you. Good stuff only though. Let's see here. Let's get you in chat. Gotta reset this thing.
What a day. What a day. What a
I
day
know.
today. What
Let's
a
see here.
day. So, Supreme Court ruling came out that said the tariffs are illegal. Market popped
Yeah.
up and then dropped. It was
Yep.
great. Great trading day for us. So, I saved my NVDA trade. So, I was long NVDA and, above the Weave app for consolidation. We got a really nice uh, pop on it, and I covered my Microsoft also short puts, which for a small profit, but it looks like it's actually probably I would have made more money if I hold it in there. So that's the situation. Uh,
Wow, Qs are Qs are right back up to high of day here.
Yeah, market is interesting. So NVIDIA trade that I did, Brian had a really nice trade on it at the open. So we saw market really did a very nice engulfing 1 minute open range breakup. Brian got this one. I didn't, so I started adding here, popped up, I covered some, and then added more above the VWAP. My stop loss was just for the loss of VWAP, and then the ruling came out and huge squeeze, and I got out of it. for a really nice profit. And that's it. That I never really traded that one. I had one short on PLTR that also I covered. So PLTR was weak at the open, so went short, squeezed back up, got stopped out, and that's it. So that call that ended our trading today.
Yeah, it's a good day.
Well, a good day for
I
some.
was,
Carlos and I haven't had as good of a time of it. We've
Yeah.
had,
Did you trade Peter at all? Did you trade
oh
anything?
yeah, I've traded like I don't know how many times. We've been fighting Tesla all morning. So, and
hmm,
Brutal.
yeah,
hasn't worked
Tesla,
out. Hasn't worked out.
that's an ugly chart.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's pretty
It's even
ugly.
uglier when you see my Christmas tree of candles on it.
Yeah, it was garbage. Well, you never know it's garbage until you actually trade it a few times, but turned out to be really garbage. It was a weird day. Honestly, I thought that the Supreme Court ruling is going to have more impact on the market, but it didn't. So NVDA Atlas is interesting. So it's going to go toward 189.50 and 190 is, as you see that these two levels are really clear that it's going to go there. The question is, do we get a good pullback to enter? Yeah, the Atlas is really nice here. So Microsoft, yeah, Microsoft. We were chatting about Microsoft in the chat today. Microsoft really found the bottom at around this area on the daily chart as well. So that's why I started selling puts on it because I thought that it looks like it has found the bottom here. And again, Microsoft historically is trading at the lower P average of S&P 500. Microsoft is trading at, I think, 25 P. SPY is trading at 29 or something. So historically, SPY is at the more premium. So I thought that maybe it's a good oversold environment, but has been pretty choppy.
Wow, Qs are right back at high of day. Looks like Nvidia's at high of day too, trying to break out.
Yeah, NVDA Atlas is pretty strong for 189.50 and 190.
Yeah, Tesla's gone green.
There you go. It's ripping
Yeah,
189.50.
this market is rallying hard here. Wow.
Oh, well, not a glorious day for me. Look at that. Oh, look at Apple's spike on some volume here.
Oh, everything is now trying to find a direction. Definitely NVIDIA looks like 190
Apple
is
look like
the play.
on the Atlas. Top side. Interesting.
Hmm.
But that was good. That was great trading. So as long as the profit
Well,
is
popped
in,
to a new high and now we're pulling back.
yeah.
But trend is still solidly or lower left, upper right.
What a move from Liberation Day until now. What a great day.
Now we're all liberated again.
Any question, guys, about trading, about life?
Mm.
Ah, Brian. Those
Guys,
puts
we're
were
going to be
already
in
down to zero.
we're going to be in Las Vegas next week, going on Sunday. Be there for live trading on Tuesday morning, right?
Yes, Tuesday morning, and then webinars on Tuesday as well. So yeah, so Vegas money show, guys. We'll be there next week. So yeah, if you guys want to come, just Google Money Show Vegas Andrew Aziz. I think you need ticket for coming to the live trading. I think it's $100 or something. That would be nice to see you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft is ripping. Thank you so much for wasting my money,
My God, look at
Microsoft.
this. Look at the Nvidia's going up, up, up.
NVDA 190. I told you 190 is in play. Yeah, here we go. Gonna go to 190. There you go. Boom. Beautiful.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Hilarious. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. We're still ripping. We're got new high of day on the Qs. Getting up to R6 here.
Yeah, so no,
The moon
so we
extending.
arrive on Sunday on the Vegas. It's pretty late, but Monday I'll see you in the conference because I like to go to the conference. Uh, Maxi, Atlas is the same as level two. It just gives you a better visualization tool. I think one is enough. So I think all these levels that you see on DAS, so you can see it on Atlas as well. So it's I think that's one is enough really. I used to use the level two on DAS, but I'm just using Atlas right now. So it's visually way more nicer and better. Yeah, David, we all traded the Supreme Court ruling.
Yeah, the drag part. I was just about to go long the SPY with some SPX calls, and I I hesitated because I didn't want to get stuck in a double top.
Yeah, well, Apple is going up,
And
Tesla. Yeah.
didn't see that rip your face off rally coming. Obviously,
Yeah, it was really interesting. It was very interesting that market rallied and it didn't impact bonds rallied over. It didn't impact the market that much. It's probably both. Definitely not the retail traders. Jimmy's asking, was there a spike? Was it algos or retail traders? Definitely a combination of both. I don't think the retail traders were there, but definitely algos and some, institutional things. Definitely look at the volume. A SPY, 1 million, 2 million shares, a minute is definitely not retail traders. I mean, retail traders might change something like Open or some other stocks, but something like SPY and Qs, I doubt retail traders actually can make a change. So my day was pretty good. So my day was green, $10,000. Um, um, the Microsoft puts, if I were holding it longer, would have been probably way better, but it is what it is.
Oh
And
no,
then
you were in a SPX put when that rally happened. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's the cutting edge of that. I was thinking, yeah, I was thinking long at that point, but yeah, I was thinking, and actually, I did take a trade when we really spiked up there. I took a trade and went short at the near the top on that first run, and I got a run back down. Bit of a made some money on that reversal.
all right, so Nathan is here. Handing it over to Nathan. Nathan, see you in Vegas soon. And
Oh,
yeah,
Nathan,
all the
yeah,
best, guys.
see you in Vegas. Nathan's
Yeah,
going to
great
be
trading
there.
day, guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll definitely be there. I'm excited to meet everybody. Hopefully, we'll get some more people coming. The YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah, the markets are just on fire.
Yeah, I'm hoping we're getting out of this choppy price action, Brian. That's going to be the
Mm,
thing. Start getting out of some of this choppiness and get some good movement. It's going to be back to normal a little bit. Looking forward to that.
yeah. All right. Well, have a good weekend, everyone. You can check out my swing trade video. Be posting it on sometime on Saturday. Just Google my name, and yeah. So we'll see you if you're going to come to Vegas. We'll see you in Vegas. Otherwise, we'll probably be trading the market open on Monday from Vegas, and of
Yeah,
course
I'll be there.
Tuesday when we do the live session. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to get together, Brian, or do something down in the lobby or whatever, that'd be fun too.
Yeah, I don't get in till late. So on Sunday night,
Okay,
we don't get in till like
I
10
gotcha.
o'clock evening. So probably won't get to the hotel till almost 11. Are you staying at
Okay.
the Paris?
Yes, I am.
Uh,
Yeah, I'll be there at the Paris.
okay, cool.
Yep, looking forward to it.
Catch you later. Yeah,
All right,
catch
bye.
you later.
So, what's up, YouTube? How you guys doing? How's everybody's trading out there? Hey, M1 Lou, how you doing? And today we'll be doing another group of five for the Atlas mentorship for the group session. So for everybody that won yesterday, I'm gonna try to get back to you this weekend. So just give me till this weekend and I'll get back to you guys. And anybody who wins today and emails me, just give me this weekend and I'll get back to you. So I got to get ready to leave tomorrow. I actually fly out tomorrow. So in CL since yesterday, nice. Awesome. What did you take CL off of? That looks pretty nice. Let me look at the chart from yesterday too. Did you get it off the top here? Yeah, it's really pushing down. I'd watch this S3 here since we have respected it one time already today. Just keep an eye on that. Getting down, are respecting a little bit over it. So, I mean, it's still wanting to sell. It's still looking like it's going to sell. Just Watch this S3. You don't want to start getting into higher highs, higher lows, and pushing up and really picking up volume as you push up. So just really watch out this area and just make sure you're watching. Once you start getting below this and you retest it to the top side and then start to sell off, you're pretty good from there. But this would be your first big obstacle. So you're getting the test right now. So you really just want to see this push under S3 closely, and you don't want to see new swing highs, swing lows being made on that one. Let's see. Oh, S4, nice. Monday, Indiana market. Monday, what about Monday, Indian market? I am not sure about that one. R4, yeah, that's awesome, dude. Great trade, man. Way to hang on to it too. So good job. That's a good end of the week. But yeah, just this is your first kind of big obstacle. So just watch this. Make sure make sure nothing big happens. Just kind of make sure it doesn't start really buying and pushing up. And then, really then S4 would kind of be that next area. You got the monthly central pivot there. But once you get under S3, I think you're gonna be pretty good there. Yeah, so that's not too big of a deal. So I just don't want to push up from there. What else? What's everybody else traded today? I haven't taken any trades. I've just taken today off, getting ready for Vegas and getting some stuff done here. Had a date day yesterday with my fiance. We went skiing together and had a big day and watched a movie last night. So just spent some family time. Let's see. Is there anything going on? I know Tesla a big one that people were talking about. Yeah, that's a decent breakout. It's trying. We got it here. Ooh, it's into R3, higher range wide. This one might be a good one to watch. Anybody looking at Tesla right now? Let's see. It's about 96, like 3 or 4. We'll go 4. Dude, let's see what happens here. It's not a called can play. It'll be interesting. I'm trying to see. Tesla's pushing. This is an interesting spot near yesterday's high. So let's see. Let's see what kind of price action we get here. That's a pretty good rejection right into R3. Size where we can see them pretty well. There we go. That's better. Stuff right here. So it looks like we're picking up some selling running into right here. Let's see. It did hold it open nice. Baba, okay. Oh, look at Baba. No trades as well. Waiting for MES. New high a day. Hey, Auntie. Yeah, we had a real good day. That's my fiance and I, instead of like date nights going out to dinner or going to see a movie at a theater or something, we go ski. Those are our fun days where we go out on dates. We like to go ski and have fun at the resort. So we're weird. Let's see. Be taking ES short. If it gets up to the high a day, the one thing about ES, just make sure R4 is right under it. So what's with the zoom feature on Atlas so much harder to use now? With it, so are you talking about mad props? Are you talking about just the bubble sizing, kind of as you're zooming in and out? Is that kind of the problem you were having? We were talking about this a little bit yesterday with that zoom feature. See, somebody mentioned Baba, so we'll go look at Baba. The snow was good, JBR, man. The snow was really good. It was the first like actual really, really decent snow day that we've had. Um, really all winter, at least for us, that we were able to get out together. So it was fun. It was a blast. That's our happy place. Some people like to go to Disney World or Disneyland, and we like to go ski powder days. Getting that. Is that a cam? I'm not sure why that's calling all the way up there on Baba. Let me make sure I got my cam. Yeah, it's on Thor. Okay. Not sure why that's calling all the way up there on Baba. I don't know if that's an update. Trading kind of slow. It's just not moving There's a pop up. Get one more. Is that too far? Okay. I'm not thrilled about the spread. I mean, I guess it's not that bad. Okay, there's closing in a little bit. Let's see. You need to wait till you get a tight candle. Like this was your first tight candle and you got the move down. That volume was terrible. We picked up more volume on this candle pushing back up. I don't know if I would like a low here to really hit and try to get that entry. It's 40, almost 50 cents, but I would really like to see a really tight candle with a big topping wick, some sort of pivot candle to start to form there before you would take it. It just needs a tighter confirmation. There's the low. So here we're watching the bid. Does the bid drive down? Where are the dots coming in? So these dots coming in right on the bid, that's where you want to see the trades coming in, right here on the bid, this green line. She messed up my. So yeah, it's not, it doesn't look to me like this cam is active yet and really trying to impact price and push it down. So I would wait for it. Wait for it to get back up here, retest, get another pivot candle low, and then be forceful on the way down. We're not quite being forceful on this one just yet. Let's see. Shorted NQ R6 3 minutes ago. Nice. So when you zoom in, the aggregate channel is automatic now. Yeah, so it'll aggravate your aggregate over. So you can do it here, 2 levels. You can do it manually, but zooming in and out will change that. And it'll also aggregate the dots to be a little bit bigger when you zoom in, a little bit smaller when you zoom out. So yeah, they do get just a little bit too large right when you're getting to that feature where it switches over. But it's a lot better than it was. Just need to just get used to it, use it a little bit, and you'll start to see about where you like to zoom in and where you like to see things. And if you find where the spread looks good to you and the dot size looks good to you, take a screenshot of that and send it to support or send it to me and get us an idea of what size the dots look good to you. Like what size are you wanting these dots to be to where they look good and they really stand out to you. Let's see to do. Just came back from Japan skiing, snowboarding. Oh man, Japan is my dream trip. That's the top of my bucket list for ski trips is going to Japan for about a month. You're using your Hyundai with a 5K run. That sounds terrible to me. I would rather go skiing, but a 5K run, that just sounds terrible to me. Hey Nathan, if you see great VPA at the appropriate pivot, but Atlas is showing the opposite condition, would you still take the trade? So you're saying, is it the book? Is it how the book is structured? Is that what you're talking about when you're saying Atlas shows the opposite? Because to me, hitting the cam and getting a specific, very violent, aggressive reaction, that's the most important thing to me. And like here, we're at R3 for BABA, lower, wider range, but it's not aggressive. This reaction is not the aggressive reaction I would like to see. And I would like a tighter candle to play off of to get a better RVR. And then I want to see that rejection happen. But this is not quite it. This is not quite aggressive enough to convince me that this is going to make a move to where I can get a decent trade from it. So it's the reaction on the pivot more for me, that aggressive, really hard push down that I'm looking for rather than how the book is structured. Because a lot of times when you're playing cams, you're going to be playing against a bullish book or a bearish book. So when you're going into that, it's important to look at the reaction. It's important to look down the book if you're wanting to go short. How is that book structuring? And what orders are coming in there? Because you want to see that book filling in, and then you're almost just trying to anticipate that book flip that's coming in. Let's see. Dots are fine for you. Okay, let's see. But yeah, I mean, VPA is still important for me. That's why how we're talking about. I have to right there. Let me reset it. That's how we're talking about this selling coming in and that violent reaction. But there's not there's not any volume or anything really coming in for that. So that's the big issue for me, is the lack of selling volume that's coming in when we're trying to move down. This just looks to me like some rebalancing that's coming here and pushing back up. So I want that cam in on the trade with me, and I want other sellers. I want other sellers in on the trade with me as well. So that's the big deal for me. That's the thing I'm really looking for. Let's see. Atlas is sometimes getting delayed. It's okay for some time, and then sometimes it stops or suddenly notice. Yeah, it looked like it froze just a little bit. What I do is I pull it over, and then I just hit go to latest to refresh it. And a lot of times that'll take care of that. Just going to the latest will refresh that and getting it moving again. Sometimes I don't know if I like hit something and it moves it over just a little bit, and then I need to refresh it. But that generally helps. Yeah, see, now we're lifting and we're picking up volume. So this was just looking no good to me. This is a corresponding price action. Yeah, just again, slide that over, grab it, left click it, grab it. Oh, actually, you can double click on it. Left click, grab it, double left click on it, and that will reset it too. And that usually works well for me. But yeah, getting stuffed on there, but this still looks like it wants to retest, get back up here and retest. Let's see, Nvidia, it looks bullish. It's also weak now. Yeah. At Nvidia. There, it looks like we got, yeah, that was a nice break, but that's an interesting candle. So push back a little bit, but the volume stayed pretty consistent on that pushback. Here's a push higher. This may have been some selling. We've rebalanced. Let me look. Okay, rebalance at 5. Not in a 15-minute gap. What is that? R4. What are you looking for a trade on Nvidia at the moment? Let's see, higher range. So I mean the R4 long. How far has it traveled already though today? Where are we at? 185. Okay, yeah, Nvidia's still got some play left in it. Let's see what happens if we get a retest on R4. The volume's looking good on this pullback in through here. Let's see what we get. Okay, getting some good absorption. We're coming down, getting a lot of buying. Yeah, NQ just dropped hard. Okay. So is NQ coming back to retest R4 as well? That could be nice. ES is testing R4. This is interesting. I want to see it come back down and actually tick into R4 though. But this is nice. This bounced through the low and we immediately get buying. Okay. That's interesting. But I want to see the tick down. Or at least I want to see a tight candle forming here. I don't want something big where I'd have to get an entry all the way up here. I would like to see this come down, test, maybe even push down a little bit into it. And then give me like a really tight candle, a bottoming tail. And then once you get that new 1 minute high, the elevator starts running up and the buying starts coming in. That would be your signal. 62. Yeah, I mean, these are pretty sharp movements. You would definitely like to see it chop down in. Okay, that's a big push. The bid's getting hit. Oh yeah, ES is just, did we get news? Did any news or anything just come out? Or we just hit some liquidity and hit a bunch of stops and we're pulling down? Anybody know? Sir, when GDP data was published? I don't know. I didn't actually look for like when the news and stuff is coming out just yet, Rajan. How do you gauge levels in Atlas based on the ATR? How do I gauge levels in Atlas? Is it based on the ATR? You're talking about, so you're saying how do you gauge the levels in Atlas? Are the levels on Atlas based in ATR? Atlas doesn't really have anything to do with ATR. You would have to put kind of that data, you'd have to know where that data is, know where the ATR is on a stock or an equity or a future and kind of look at those levels overall in Atlas. Zooming out here, we're looking pretty bullish on the order book for Nvidia. If we zoom out, I need to change that config though. I want to get more of these in. Yeah, I think 0.4, 0.4, 0.3 is going to be good. 2, 3, like 4. 4 looks good. But overall, we're pretty bullish. Okay, there's a nice tight candle. Now we are pushing and the market is selling down. So right now I'm not really interested. I wouldn't be interested in this long just yet. We need to pick up buying on the market. The market's just dumping heavy right now. So NQ is at R4, so we could find some support there, but I'm not seeing it yet. I'm seeing this bid being held down. So for the moment, all longs would be off for me. Okay, there's a pop on NQ. Okay, Nvidia is responding with the buying coming in from the market. That's good. There's some buying coming in. But until some buying starts to come in on the market, it starts some sort of like pushing back up and not being held down like it is. Even the 1 minute long here, I don't know now. That was a sharp decline on the market. So I'm interested in what happens, but I don't know just yet because the market is pulling everything down. It is responding if we're buying up a little bit. But I need to see some buying coming in on the market as well, because that's going to help support this trade. But let's see what we get on a 1 minute high. So what I'm watching here, this red line is the ask. So we'll zoom in, we'll have our ask here. And when this ask, this red line here ticks into this 1 minute high, I want to see it jump. I want to see the elevator come in. I want to see green dots hitting the ask, lifting the price, and it lifting aggressively, that the elevator's coming up. There's a test into a new low. Okay, the market's getting a little bit of a bounce off R4. This could be a nice candle though. Okay, there's a push. I mean, that's the type of reaction you want to see when you make a new 1 minute high though. Push, push, push. All right, now we're dropping again. There's the market. NQ's pushing up. And now Nvidia is not responding to that. It's deviating a little bit. Okay. It's good absorption there too. We're still being held down. Nathan, is hitting tagging the cam a must before you enter? Yes, Oz, it is. It is. And I know it sucks sometimes watching those trades go when they just almost get to the cam and move lower, but yes, it needs to tick into it. That is your best RVR. Just waiting for that cam to get into, or waiting for that price action to get into that cam. Yeah, see, this is why we hold on. This is why we wait. Now we're almost out of range where we can expect maybe some resistance there at R4. So this is why you're patient. You want that 1 minute high. You haven't gotten it yet. So now we're kind of at the area where we maybe even can expect some resistance at R4. We got a VWAP way down here. But yeah, it's wait for that price action to get in, tick into that cam. Even better if it goes a little bit higher. If you're looking to sell, you can get a better entry, but that's going to be your best RVR. And more likely than not, that cam is likely to be hit. It's there and it loves to be touched. It loves to be interacted with. So if you miss it and it moves off before, you'll get stopped out more than you'll get that move. Taking those moves, you'll get stopped out more taking them early than you will just waiting for the move to happen at the cam. So yeah, we've got selling. But does anybody know no news came out? We just kind of liquidated a little bit. Because that looks like this is like what you would look for a cam reaction. And what we're looking at on NQ, this almost looks like NQ hit a cam. Like this type of reaction, especially this right there. That's the type of cam reaction you're looking for. That kind of volume, that kind of push, make a new high, immediately make a new low and push into a lower swing low, and then now the bid's being held down. Let's look at this. So watch this. So I have all the orders off of here just so I can watch price action. So we're at R4. And I want you to watch how violent it can get when we start to make a new high and this starts to push down. You know, we've been talking about this too on why our price action's been so bearish. So let's see what happens on this high. So do we make another a high and then we go through an immediate low? We're not taking the elevator up on that high. So as we were talking about Nvidia and analyzing this would be a no-go for a long on Nvidia. Okay, yeah. See that? See how quickly this? That's what you would look for a cam reaction to let you know that cam is active. This is why you want that buying and that extension to come off that high, because this is the type of price action we've been watching lately. New high, immediate new low. New high, immediate new low. This is what we've been dealing with. This isn't, you don't want to go long when you're looking at this type of price action here. Look how quickly you get stopped out. I mean, look how quickly we just lose an entire candle. Boom. And now that bid's getting held down again. Okay, some buying's coming in. It's trying to lift. Look at this. Trying to lift, it's even to a micro high, immediately gets slammed down. Look at how aggressive that is. This is why on that 1 minute high, it needs to prove to you that buyers are being aggressive and coming in. And that volume's going to ramp up on that high, and that candle's going to extend. And anytime that bid drops, it needs to immediately be hit with buying and pop right back up immediately. A little bit there, so it's dropping a little bit there. Here's a new high. But we didn't extend, so that's a no-go. That new high needs to immediately run. Gets hit immediately, now the bid's being held down again. And so now what I'm expecting another new low through here. The cam, can we get the cam premium? What do you mean by the cam premium? Yes, Eddie Wood, chop chop. And this is why we've been chopping so much, because and this is kind of what's frustrating. I mean, yeah, we did get up there close to R6. I mean, that could have been the R6 cam, maybe. I don't know, but this is a better entry than here. And so which new 1 minute low do you take that? You take that one, you get stopped out. You take that one, you get stopped out. And then you finally get it on the third one, but you've already been stopped out twice, you know. But this is, you know, we chopped through here, like grind. Oh, we're getting there, and then just lost it all that quickly. And now if we're wanting to get up there and break through high day, look at all of the work we've got to do and chop through now. But yeah, there we go. See what I say. New 1 minute high, didn't run and extend, and then immediate new 1 minute low. And look how aggressive it is when it pushes into that new low. Bam. And now it's holding. We're ticking in right to where it just pushed through the bid and held the bid. Then it's ticking, comes in through another 1 minute low. Look how aggressive this is. You don't go long with this. This isn't where you would want to pick to go long. You need the extension and the runs off the highs, like here. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is good. We need to get back into that before you would want to go long, and it needs to prove it to you. Yeah, I mean, this isn't a long right now. I don't think anything would be a long at the moment. Is Nvidia still selling off? Yeah. Just be patient. We've got to get back to extending through the highs and closing new highs right here. But yeah, so let me know what you mean by how can we get the cam. Oh, how do we get the cam premium? Go to marketalchemist.com or marketalchemist.org. Sorry, marketalchemist.org, and on there there'll be an indicator section, and you can purchase the cam premium indicators on there. VIX expiry today. Oh yeah, okay, that's gonna help. Oh, is today OPEX too? Yeah, I think today's OPEX, isn't it? So yeah, that's quite a bit. That's OPEX, VIX expiry. So yeah, that's gonna impact some things. But this is still just the same kind of price action we've been getting. So now 1 minute high is like we've got to run and we got to pop. And now we've got to run, we've got to pop, we've got to pick up buying. Like that's terrible. That's not the best. This isn't any good. So now we have to pick up buying, bounce up over R4, probably test into this section, and then grind back down, tag back into R4, and then push again off a new 1 minute high. But right now it's just, I mean, this also isn't a short right now. So I mean, you're shorting, you're trying to short anything like into VWAP. It's just that's not a very good move. You just rather wait and sit this out until we can find some actual buying because we're selling pretty aggressively here. This bid is just being held down. It's going to be very difficult to lift. There's a new 1 minute low, bid gets slammed again. Anytime, see how hard it is to lift? Just look at here. Okay, there's buying coming in right here. We have buying hitting the ask, but it's hard to lift. Buying coming in, buying coming in. Ooh, there's some absorption right there. But look how we're grinding. Look how difficult it is just to kind of grind up into this high. Every time we try to push up, it gets pushed back down. Okay, here's a new 1 minute high. What happens on this one? Immediately push lower. Again, this is still our tell that somebody or something, an algorithm or someone is attacking that bid as soon as it pushes into new highs. So we're going to keep grinding. Yeah, Brian, there's always hedging out there. That's why the options market is at least it's at least worth paying attention to what's going on with the options market. Now, can we hold this high and close higher? 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, interesting. Terrible volume. That's not the volume we need. Look at all this selling coming through here, and this is all the buying we get off that candle. That's no good. So I think somebody was talking about, reading VPA earlier and how important that is, and do I factor that in? Yeah, because that's a no-go. I need more volume like that or like that on that candle. That's not. And then we open and we immediately start offering and pushing lower. Watch this though. Watch this on this low. See if they just slant, like push that bid down. You'll see it. It looks like something is physically holding it down, just pushing it down. You'll start to see the trades that come through in like skip levels. Here it comes. Right there. Yeah, push, push. Oh, come on. Didn't push quite so hard that time. It's trying though. Here we go. There's the low. Oh, I'm expecting it to just slam the bid and push it down. There it goes. Okay. There we go. That's what I was expecting on the break this low and especially that low, but it did it on the open of the candle. But you see how hard it is to lift? Anytime the ask is lifting up, the bid is immediately getting hit with selling and being pushed back down. This is not, it's not alone. And now it's back it's back in the middle of the range. So you've got all this balanced price action. It's just going to be choppy. But there it is again. Yeah, we just can't lift. Got 5-hour move on ES. Nice. Did you take that up there, man? That was a quick one too. How'd that one feel? Be done that quick. That was awesome. Wow, what a move. Nice. Good job, man. That's awesome. But yeah, I mean, still just pushing lower. What did Nvidia end up doing? Did it just tank? Well, it's come down to VWAP. This is better. We were looking at NQ. We saw that one like nice green candle had any volume. This is better. That's much better. I just don't like that it got immediately erased and now is pushing into a new low. So it's choppy, choppy, choppy. And now that book's probably flipped on Nvidia a little bit, I bet too. Got some orders down there, but we're still mostly bullish, but we've got some orders building down there. See what happens here. Nvidia looks like it may want to buy up. It may be a little bit of a change in character at the moment, but this high will tell us. Okay, so what happens on this high? Now the elevator, this is the kind of stuff that needs to happen. but it needs to also continue. And then you need the confirmation. So if this starts to lift and run, it'll need to come back down, chop back down into the area, and then on the next 1 minute high, do it again. Because you need, with this selling and the market selling and this kind of push down, you need multiple confirmations to let you know it's buying. This is good. Okay, there we go. That's what we want to see. It's just not in a good area. It's above R3 and right into R4, so it's not a great area. But I like this. And let's see if this volume. So it's continuing to lift. You see how that volume's running? Perfect. Okay. I'm thinking we start to have a buyer here. That retest in. But what we need another move back in. And I would want to see a tighter candle. And to prove to me this is happening again. Okay, the market's responding to it. But this is good. This is what I would have wanted to see off R4. This right here. That candle right there. That gets my attention. Now I'm watching. A move over R4 and some extension and a test back into it. That could be it. Okay, but this is good. This is actually really good price action. Okay. I'm liking this. Let's push over a little bit higher. Then give me a tight candle to play off of, a test back in, a tight candle, and then on the high, if this happens again, that's your go. That's your entry. You just want to get something tight because you're going to need something tight to R4 because if you get back below R4 into this area, we see all the selling that happened. You're going to give sellers an opportunity to sell and drive it lower again. Moo, is it Mo O? Is it Mo 0O or is it Moo? Which one is it? But did we get a direction at last? Maybe. Nvidia is showing that buyers are interested and buyers are wanting to buy and being pretty aggressive here. So very possible. I just want to see it clear over R4, come back, retest, and then do it again. So you want the confirmation. You need multiple confirmations in this kind of market. Let's see. Look at Oracle. Take off Tesla. So under VWAP, what are you looking at for Oracle? So we broke the low a day. Let's fix. That's a pretty good push. A lot of profit taking in there. I don't think, let's see, where is it coming off of? Oh, wow, those are some good tests off R3. Double top right there, push down. Sorry, S4. So below S6. I think the best play on this, honestly, looking at it, is for VWAP to come back under to get in around this area. So we got monthly S3 and monthly S6 or daily S6 right there. That I would put an alert for VWAP that if it touches VWAP to set off an alert for you so that you can play it that way. The best play looks to me is like a slow grind back up to touch VWAP if VWAP is right, right over here on S6 to take the short, but I don't think it's a long, at least not yet. It's getting some buying coming in, like that's not good. The volume's getting better down here. Selling, so we're deviating a little bit on the selling, pushing down, but I still feel like the best play would be VWAP at S6 and then looking for the break through the low a day. Let's see. I can already tell you that we'd have a bearish book on this because that's pretty heavy selling in a move. Let's see what happens on this low, on this push. But I would wait. I would set an alert for up here and let it come back up here and look to play that move down through the low a day. You're short from S4? Oh, hell, man. Just hold this. What's your target? Touching and grabbing the liquidity here at 150 is going to be interesting. You're going to have a lot of profit taking, you have people stopping out. So this is going to be interesting. If this comes in and when that bid touches into 150, you want to see it push lower quickly. And this is going to kind of be the battleground. It might get a little choppy here trying to establish under over, but the faster this moves under 150 and then comes back, retests, and then starts to move, I think you're looking really good. Let's see. So you got 150, like 148.50 would be another good target because that's going to be another options area. So like 148.50 would be good. If I'm thinking of that right, I'm thinking the next option after 150 should be that 148.50. I don't know if it would be 149, but that 149, 148.50 area would be a good target to end on. I just make sure we don't get a lot of buying and a real big push up right off 150 because you're going to have a lot of profit taking and everything down here. But if you get enough orders and you get enough sellers that are aggressive and they just want to continue to hold and push through that, once you get below 150, man, all bets are off. What's it look like? Higher time frames look like. Let me look at the 4-hour. Man, yeah. I mean, what's a daily look like? I mean, final target at like 147. Holy cow, that would be a great move. Because this is your next big area of liquidity that we would want to run to. This gap right here. I mean, these areas love to be rebalanced. So good job. Yeah, I would just watch. I would watch, especially at 150. If you could just break below this quickly and run below it, like I think you're pretty good. And then you're looking, at that 149, 148.50 area. Other than that, it's pretty clear sailing, I feel like, after 150. 150 is going to be a big options area. So there's going to be a lot of liquidity. You're going to expect some profit taking from sellers. So those are going to be market buys. It's also a great area for a large buyer to accumulate a position, a big drop of like that. That was the first time in a few days we've come back to retest 150. So we've got all of these up here. And so where was this? So Monday, February 9th, we haven't really picked down to test 150. But the biggest thing, it's a big options area. So there's going to be a lot of options hedging coming in through that area. So you're just going to want to be aware of it. You can get a lot of rebalancing from people with the options. You get a lot of people rolling options for lower. But if you start to get a lot of buying right off this area and start to move, it should just start to throw off some red flags. But if you get below this, that hedging activity can start to help you because then the institutions and the market makers and specialists, they're going to have to start to sell Oracle stock in order to hedge their positions on their side of those options. And so that can really impact the selling. It can accelerate. It's called negative gamma. So you can start to get that and you can get that move and it'll accelerate lower very quickly. And the lower it goes, the faster it will go. So that's your one big area that you're going to want to watch there. You don't want to just start buying and lifting and getting big green candles with lots of volume. That'll tell you, okay, the options hedging activity looks like it's starting to go against me a little bit. So I'm going to pay attention to this. I want to see, what's happening, what's going off in that area. But yeah, what you said, once you get below it, dude, I think you're pretty good. So you're short from S4? You're short from S4 at 149.46? Or that's your target? I see the 149.46, but I didn't know if that was your target or you're short from there, so I don't see it's actually tagged there. Target, okay. I would hold maybe even just a little bit. Maybe even if you just wanted to hold like one share. Just like, I mean, take all your target off there, or like 2 or 3 shares or something, and just watch it. This will be a fun one to watch. If the market's pushing up right now, but if it makes a lower high and starts to sell off and push again lower, it can pull this with it, and you're going to have a good time already being in a good position, already having your profit, and just paying attention and watching to what happens at 150. Honestly, just for experience, and just maybe take some shares in sim and watch it and play it out and see if what I'm talking about, see how it starts to impact what's coming on. That if you start to buy up from 150, you can really accelerate if you start pushing through highs. But what you're going to want to look for is if you get under 150 really quickly and you stay under and you start to really sell down to 149.50, 149, how quickly that selling will pick up with that options hedging activity, especially on a Friday. And, options expirations today, like that thing could just run and dump. Like, and my target would be that low from the ninth, like right here. If you break through on 150 and it starts to really run, I would guess a test of 147 would be kind of on the table. Just a dip in there and a pop back up, and you probably close like somewhere around here. Yeah, absolutely, man. So on Nvidia, average long, when should I sell? Well, I can't tell you directly when you should sell, but let's look at it. Okay, it's testing back in. Yeah, we got that price action though. Oh man, it just didn't come back and retest R4. I would say, let's go back and look at NVIDIA. If I was in NVIDIA, my target would be at least R6. I would say I would be looking for the cam to hit right here at 190.70 and stretching it. I would be looking at 191, but really looking at what happens when we start to get to R6. But this is good. This is exactly what I was talking about you wanted to see on NQ, and NQ is doing a little bit too, but this was perfect. It just, for me, after seeing the market sell off like that, after knowing how choppy, I would want the extra confirmation here for the test back down. I feel like I'm chasing it here and I never got an entry. That's not to say it can't come back, chop back down, test, and give another chance for an entry, but if I'm looking at this, my target is at least R6. Depending on this bullish price action continues and it keeps extending. If it starts to stall out here a little bit, I may partial a little bit at the high a day and really start to watch price action, but my target would be at least R6. Pushing it out a little bit at 191 if I had some left, but R6 would be that target there. Yeah, Mimi, let's see. I have a question. Are the green bubbles buying and red bubbles selling? Or are the green bubbles people hitting the bid regardless of buying and selling? They are, green dots are buys, red dots are sells. So no matter if they're on the bid or on the ask, they're buys and sells. So it would be, I guess, not similar like the prints that would come through your time and sales, with those being on the ask or on the bid, but they represent buys and then the red represents sells. So here's a low, a little bit of volume there, but we're not extending lower like we were here and like we were here. So that's a good sign. There's some absorption and a pop back up. We even have some selling hitting the bid right there. Yes. Yes, Carlos. Yeah, we can do that. Whenever you're ready, we can do it. Whenever everybody else is ready. We're gonna do 5 more mentorships for a group mentorship for Atlas. So I'm gonna have 2 groups of 5. We did 5 yesterday. We're gonna do 5 today. And what did we say? Is it 3 for garbage trucks and Lambos and then 2 for anyone else?
Yeah, let's do that. 3 for general.
Kona,
So,
I
yeah.
ski. Yeah, I ski. Are you talking about recommendations for skiing or snowboarding, or manufacturers, or resorts, or which are you talking about? I can talk skiing all day. I know we're doing trading, but hi Nathan, we're looking at targets such as Nvidia now. If ATR high is above R6, would I consider holding? R6 would still be my target, but also like I was saying, if I'm looking at kind of that next whole dollar, or knowing that there's going to be liquidity, it's going to have liquidity there. If price action is staying like this and it's really stretching and it's really running, I would hold or may hold until that higher target. But I am paying, once we get to R6 and into this area, I am paying extra close attention to 1-minute lows. If 1-minute lows start looking like this, picking up volume and like this, I'm probably out. But if they are looking 1 minute highs are looking like that, and we get a little bit of a pullback, I'm getting some bottoming tails in 1 minute high to 1 minute high, closing, I'll be more than happy to hold and try to maximize that as much as I can. So this is good, pushing up, holding. This is our spot though. We've got to push, close, and hold with volume. Here, we especially got to push, close, and hold with volume. But the trend is consistent at the moment. So I'm pretty confident with it. But once we get up to R6, man, I'm looking at 1 minute lows. And if I see anything like that, I'm probably out. Because that's going to be kind of my first indication that that cam is messing with price action and maybe starting to impact and sell off. And then I lose most of my trade. But that's what I'm watching for. This has to continue, that extension, especially over R6, because if you do squeeze over R6 and that cam really never gets a chance to come in, it could just keep running, and then you're going to ATR. And so that's why it's just important just to pay attention to VPA, price action, what's happening when you're testing into areas. Needs to continue to lift. That elevator needs to keep going, and I'll stay on the elevator until it starts to fall. All right. Yeah. So what hashtag are we using? Just Atlas. I hope M1. I hope you win. Let's see. Oh, I'm handsome. Uh-oh. Don't tell my fiance. Understood. Kona. So I love Winter Park. I mean, we live 30 minutes down the road from Winter Park. Okay, there's our 1 minute low, but we're holding nicely. So that's good. Getting some absorption. Okay, it's still looking good. That's nice. We lift. Look at all that buying. I love Winter Park. Tied for second is Steamboat and Snowmass for me. Aspen Highlands is like right there at number 3. And then getting into like the popular resorts, my fiance likes to go to Breck. I think Breck's okay. The crowds just kind of suck there. Vail's great on a big powder day, but it gets really busy. Let's see. We love Tahoe. Tahoe's always great when we go there. Whistler's a blast. But I mean, we mostly stay here in Colorado, and our spots are Winter Park, of course, and then Steamboat and Snowmass. Like those are our other two big favorites. But for me, I just love being on snow. So any mountain's a good mountain. I can have fun. I can have fun out there just being on snow. But I'm a powder hound. I love powder days. That makes everything in the world right for me. So yesterday was my zen. I was feeling pretty good after we got off the mountain yesterday. I was pretty excited, feeling pretty good. Awesome. Let's see who wins.
All right,
This will be fun
friends.
too.
Yeah. Should be good. Let's see. Okay, everybody's in. All right, hashtag Atlas friends, and here we go. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Well, actually, we'll do a couple, right? We do the first 2 is for everyone, so everyone is included here. You don't have to be a Lambos and Garbage Truck member, and then the last 2 will be just for Lambos and Garbage Truck. So you guys get a, or the opposite. The last 3 will be for Lambos and Garbage Truck. Yeah, I think I got it right now. All right, so everybody's in. Here we go. First one goes to Andrew H1. Congrats.
Nice.
And the second one goes to Miss Mimi Sim 8285. So congratulations. All right, so that's everyone. Gotta reset it here, and now we're gonna turn it on for just Lambos and Garbage Truck members. Give you guys a chance to get in here. So here it is, Atlas, for our premium members. So go ahead and do Atlas again, friends, to join here. There goes M100 Milo. You're in first. Let's go. We'll give it a couple of seconds here. And we'll do 3 more. Chances are good. Only 4 entries. Yeah, guys got a good chance of winning.
Stopping again, trying to make a new high. Look at this, Carlos. Just This is just the stuff we're into right now.
Yeah, man. So it was a rough day for me. Trying to battle.
It's
I was trying to battle Tesla all day today. Finally, broke out and broke back down, but I
I've
didn't touch
given
it
up.
after that. Yeah, I gave it up already.
I've given up on Tesla
Conad.
completely.
It's so bad today. It's been great, man. It's my most traded ticker. So overall, I do good on it, but today was just not it. Conan, welcome.
I mean, you see this price action we're getting now.
Yeah,
And
it's getting a lot better. It's getting a lot better since like
yeah,
10:30.
it's slowly.
Yeah. Yep.
But you would think like at least with this heavy move and volume, you're at least gonna test and
Mhm.
push a little bit into the high a day, but then you just bam stall.
Yeah,
Like,
it's rough, man.
okay.
Rough. I'll just keep trading in my funded account. Not touching my live account. It needs to rest today. Needs a break. All right, here we go, friends. All right, the winner. We'll do 3 on here for our friends, Lambos and Garbage Truck. Bat Waynes, welcome. Congrats. You won. You're in. Another one. Oh, I won. Yo,
You
finally.
did? Sweet, Carlos. Awesome.
I'm in. I'm not gonna count it, but man, I never win. Oh, look at that. Nice. All right, so I won. We'll do that again. Goes to Milo. You're in, my friend. Congratulations. And then how many is that already? I got too excited that I won. Let's see. How many is that?
Yeah, I've been saying M1 Lou. I didn't realize that was an I. That's how I'm dating myself.
Yeah,
It's
let's
just
see.
I'm becoming a Gen X boomer.
Yeah,
A
I hear
Zoomer.
you,
Would I
man.
just
Some
be
of
a
the
Zoomer then?
terminology, some of the terminology, I'm not up to par. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, here goes. Last one, and goes to Sergiani Seni 90. You are the winner. All right, friends. Email Nathan@bearbootraders.com.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
again,
make that up.
Nathan@bearbootraders.com. I'm gonna put the email address here so you guys have it as well. So I'll type it in chat, and he'll schedule you guys to get all set
Yeah,
up.
I threw it in there, Carlos.
Oh,
But
you
yeah,
did? Okay.
give me. I'll probably go through them all tomorrow and answer you guys back, or maybe later today. We'll see. It's snowing again, so I can't make any promises
Yeah.
that I won't be on the mountain for a little bit.
Nathan, when did you throw it in? Because when I click, I don't see you.
NB story trading. Sorry, that's me. I forgot to switch over to my other account.
No, what chat? I don't see it in the YouTube chat.
Oh, you don't? Okay. Yeah, it's under NB story
It-
trading. I threw it in there. But yeah,
You know,
thank you. That's fine.
it probably gets blocked. That's probably what it is. Do you have a mod account for YouTube or
Oh.
no?
Yeah, and I didn't log into it. I do have a mod account,
Okay.
but I didn't
Yeah,
log
so you
into
probably
it.
just got blocked. Okay, so there it is. Nathan@bearbootraders.com, friends. Oh, I misspelled it. I misspelled it. I'm gonna redo that.
Another L.
Yep.
Yeah, this will be
That's
fun. You
better.
guys are going to help me out
Yep.
quite a bit too with this stuff. We're gonna learn together. I'm gonna learn what's really important for you, what you guys pick up quickly, how you need to move through in order to really start to grasp what's going on with Atlas and how to utilize it. And then you're going to learn from me exactly what you need to do, exactly what you need to pay attention to, and we're going to do it in small groups. So you're going to have a lot of support there, and we'll probably maybe even put something up where we can all get together and just chat, have like a chat room and talk about stuff. So yeah, it's going to be great.
Awesome, man.
Some guys. We're down there
Sergio,
the
got you
whole
now.
time,
I
4 minutes
couldn't when
left.
I saw the name, I couldn't see where the break was. But yeah, Sergio, congrats, man.
Yeah, now we're stalling again at the high. Guys, I would say if you've had a good day trading or you just don't want to watch choppy price action, it might just be best to call it a weekend. And who's coming to Vegas in here? Anybody here in YouTube coming to Vegas? Because that's going to be a great time to ask me questions, me to sit down with you, talk to you guys about stuff, point things out, and you can see my my setup and how I like to look at things and how I, mess with the configurations and do everything. And we'll really be able to talk and make a lot of progress there. So I'll be there Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So if you guys are there that day, let me know and we'll get together. But Tuesday is when we're having our live trading, right? I believe down there. Awesome. Any questions? Anything you guys want me to take a look at before we get out of here? Nvidia got us all excited, made a nice move, and now it's not doing anything. But it is holding the lows. We're not pushing extensively on every new low, so it is holding this area. But we've got a nice little area here. If we could get some more buying and pick it up over the top, we might be looking at that R6. But right now, I think somebody said they had took Nvidia long. We're just watching these lows. These just need to hold. So dipping back down, getting that absorption and that buying, we're hitting the ask right there. This is a good sign. So we're holding. We just don't want to continue to drop and then the selling really picks up and we start to extend aggressively to the downside. But now you just got to wait through this, wait through the choppiness. Sweet, guys. I guess I'm ready to get out of here if you guys don't have anything else. And I'll see you next week in Vegas for everybody that's coming. And I'm definitely excited for that. That'll be fun. I always like meeting you guys. It's great. Let's see. Oh, we're getting out of here, but CL real quick.
Oh yeah, we got time. I'm just bringing it in, setting you up, man. We got time.
So CL. Oh no, what am I doing? I do the futures. I keep forgetting you have to click the future one on here. Yeah, this is what I was kind of mentioning that I was saying you need to watch. So you've got that right there at S3. I mean, it's up to you. And if you start holding over the top of VWAP, you just start to think about that the possibility of buying and really pushing up is going to be there. So if you're holding under VWAP, you need to start breaking these lows with force. Like when you start hitting these lows, it really needs to start selling. It really needs to start selling. And you're not going to want to continue to watch higher highs, higher lows, and the trend keeps running up. And then you get over the top of VWAP, then you've got a lot to move back down. So you start testing here, you need to extend quickly with volume under these lows. And again, S3 is obviously your spot where you're having some support coming in. And that's going to be the area you got to clear under. You got to clear under it, and you got to clear under it quickly. All right, guys. Have a good one. Have a good weekend. Stay safe.